shipper.
Why is that a thing? And why am I jealous of
Why
it?
is it a thing? Because third shift is a thing. People sleep during the day.
Because I'm
I'm
nocturnal.
fucking.
Anyways,
I'm fucking zero shift.
if you guys could quiet down while I get the intro up and
Never.
running. Ahoy there, mates. Silverfire here today. Today we're playing Dungeons and Dragons once more. I really need to start doing some more uploads. I've been really slacking. Seems like everything's running just fine. Sorry, just doing some last minute checks just to make sure. Okay.
Yes, make sure you're screen recording this time.
Yes, because apparently that was a thing last time. I still need to start.
There's several ones where you fucked it, where something got fucked up and you forgot to record the screen somehow.
No, I made sure. No, like I actually forgot to like record a session. I've had a few times where I've completely couldn't do anything because I had stuff to do in the background.
You're missing, yes. Missing in action.
Yeah. So hopefully everything goes okay. Speaking of which, while I still have that in mind.
Indeed.
While I still have that in mind, I'm gonna pull up my studio so that I can upload later tomorrow or whatever. Waiting, always fucking waiting. Let's get this show on the road high.
Oh boy.
All right. So Tim, would you like to give a recap this week?
No! Sure. I'm not even gonna put on a voice because Tempest kind of, I don't know.
Wait, Zane, why'd you say no?
Oh no, I'm just joking around. I actually wanted to do it.
Cool.
Alright.
That's what kind of what I was thinking. Like, did you want to do it?
Okay, after a more or less successful heist, our party found themselves in a sewer where we were trying to figure out our next step. Tempest, believing that he might have a potential ally within the city, decided to go to not only the slums, but to the Church of Tempest, the chaos side. Tempest had to lie his ass off, we got in, and we figured the next steps from there. The party got separated, technically, due to part of our party was in a jail, which was by far the most funniest event, but I digress. Shite, what else happened? Oh, Misky killed his girlfriend. We had a battle with a dwarf. An underdwarf, right?
A purple-skinned dwarf. They are referred to as Duergar.
Well, yeah, I can't remember their name on top of my head. Jesus fucking Christ, why can I not speak
Why
straight?
I told you what they're called.
No,
well, Bam, I don't quite remember what happened. Oh wait, one of our party members was emotionally scarred. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm sorry, I
For the
can't speak
upbeat
straight.
time.
I've been stressed lately, so forgive me if I'm not on my A game.
That's alright. Just continue before I beat you with a rolling pin.
I would like to see you fucking try.
Here comes a rolling pin through the screen, JoJo style.
Anyways, the battle kind of ended up in a fairly bad for the party, but successful. We managed to meet back up. Apparently, like I said, my personal event from the last session was the Jack and Galden's escape. That was my personal favorite of the entire session, not gonna lie. Then we went back to the church, where we're currently trying to figure out what to do next. I believe.
Well, we left off where we all fell
Yeah,
asleep.
Yes,
we fell
everyone took
asleep.
their long rest.
Long rest, which means heals and spells.
Yes. So if anybody is injured, they can recover from their wounds and whatnot. Out of curiosity, did I tell you guys did I give you guys a name for the Odavir gang?
No, you did not. I just
Okay,
assumed that
good.
these guys were called, the Chaos Hands of Oldavir.
No, they're called the Boomers.
The Boomers.
The Boomers.
Really?
Nah, boom.
Interesting.
Is
I think I
this,
know why.
is this just for the Chaos
They blow shit up,
cell?
don't they?
Like, is this just this particular cell, or is that their entire group name?
That's their gang. That's the name of the gang, the Boomers.
Okay.
They blow
Nice
shit
little
up, don't they?
cracker.
Well, they just lost some respect from me. In real, like, out of character, they lost full respect.
Oh, a group of fucking terrorists that blow people up for fun. God, well, now I don't respect them because
I
they're
never
called the
respected them
Boomers.
in the first place. They
God.
lost any potential
You just
respect.
said you lost respect. Shut up. You're making it worse.
It's like, okay, boomer.
Oh, God.
You know, I was about to make that joke.
Well, I
Let's
saved
do
you
the
20
thing.
minutes.
It is very low hanging.
To be honest, I'm naming them the Boomers partially because of the meme of it, but more so because they literally blow things up. Also, it's a nice Fallout reference, which I like.
Oh yeah,
Moving
Oh,
on.
yeah, definitely.
that's a good Fallout New Vegas reference.
So, you guys awaken in the church, awakened by the breakfast bell yet again. Ding, 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 ding. Breakfast!
Good lord.
As you guys wake up, you're somewhat shocked to realize Mesky is actually the first one awake, as he's not looking great.
I'm gonna go on any assumptions and say they has exhaustion.
It's called a broken heart.
Doesn't mean he's not exhausted.
Mesky's looking worse for wear. They've made the breakfast call another thing of note. It seems that the dudes that were watching television the night before, they got their little things set up and they're watching the news again. Just having a good time waiting for whatever news story to come on where they're like, bombing, bombing, bombing.
Good lord.
Mesky kind of cheers with them for a second. Bombing, bombing.
As you guys go and either indulge in some lovely gruel or very purposely skip out on the meal, eventually something does catch your ears from the news story as it goes, breaking news from Zariaka headquarters.
Oh, this can't be good.
Oh, really? What was your first clue?
I mean, honestly, it could be explicitly good, depend.
It's never been good.
If you decide to turn your attention over to the TV,
Yep.
Yes.
it will it will come up. This female GIF is on the news, the little board and everything. It's like, we have just received word that a representative from Zariaka is going to make comments on the major security breach that occurred late last night. We go to that footage live now. As it cuts to a GIF in this fancy looking suit approaching a podium. And he begins to speak. I am here to make a comment on the minor security breach that we experienced late last night.
Binder!
As of right now, our information specialists currently believe that no data was lost, only that a message was
Ezekiel's-
broadcasted across our servers.
Ezekiel's
However,
just sitting there smiling.
That
However, they are
shit-eating
looking
grin.
into the matter further. Thankfully, the perpetrator of this crime was caught almost immediately. And though she has claimed that she has worked alone in this process, we believe she had accomplices.
20 bucks. No wait, Biscuit's sister's here, isn't she? So
Yes, Mesky's sister is with you.
okay.
He holds up a photograph of a young woman, of a younger woman behind some prison bars. As he continues, Isabella Meyer of the fugitives known as the Meyer family was caught in the act. We are not sure if her accomplices were the rest of the Meyer family or if they were other associates. However, she is currently she is currently contained within a secure cell within Zoraika headquarters for further questioning. Hopefully, she is willing to give up the identities and locations of these perpetrators without us having to get grisly.
Well, shit. Looks like we have to save your sister now, huh? I'm so
And
glad.
he finishes his speech with, and Zoraika has no further comments at this time, except that if the perpetrators are to come forward, it would be in the best interest of their friends. And he leaves the podium and it cuts back to the news story.
Wow.
Hmm.
I have a dumb
Shut
idea.
up right fucking now. I move over to a part of the room and I, as quickly as I can manage, which still takes about 10 minutes, set up a portal and get in the armor.
So you do it so quickly, you manage to do it in 9 minutes.
Haha!
Just fueled by anger.
All of my hatred.
I'm going to check if they sent me anything personal.
They did not. You have received no new messages.
Playing a fucking dangerous game.
You can have some. I want some.
DM question: are shift not changelings a thing in this world?
You have met changelings before, yes.
Okay, so it is possible that this is a changeling.
We've
to
met
lure us out.
literally 2 of them. And also what this proves is that Evie told the government who I was before when we were robbing the bank.
Can't tell.
Yeah.
Well, you do have to also consider the fact you guys were on the news.
That too.
Dun,
Yeah,
dun,
but I was
dun.
never seen outside of the suit.
That is true. Food for thought.
But then again, you also have to remember she is also a wanted name.
I know, but she didn't commit this crime. I know that because I did it.
Yeah, but if a government has to blame someone, don't you think it's gonna take a scapegoat?
Yeah. It's,
I think that would be exactly what they do, and it
Yeah, that's
would,
what I thought
it would make
immediately.
exact sense. Except this is specifically my sister,
assuming
who
it's actually
was
your
probably captured years ago. So what they did is dragged her out of prison to show her off as a threat.
Oh yeah.
Well, it was just a photograph he showed of her in a jail cell.
That is true. So
How old did she look?
How old did she look?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
I mean, I don't have exact ages for them. How old were they when you last left them?
Boy. Let's see. When I left, I was probably around 17, 16, so they were probably Isabel. I can't remember if Isabel was the older or the younger.
That don't you have this
I
in
gotta
your
look
notes?
up my notes. I do have it in my notes. I gotta check my.
Okay.
I'm opening roll 20.
You sound like you make it sound like it was such a hassle.
I try and hold off as long as possible every day.
I will say this. Based on the image, she does look a little more wore out. Like she's been there for a little bit.
Well, yeah. That's what prison kind of does to you.
I would say you wouldn't be able to tell like year wise difference because it was a fairly like black and white kind of grainy image. But what do we want to do for today? What do we want to do today, guys?
Uh,
Alright. Yeah, she was
I know what we're
probably
gonna do today.
13 or 14 at the time. Which, based on
Yeah.
my age, was a little over 8 years ago.
8
Interesting.
But you've been on the run for 8 years.
Yeah. Well,
Shit.
almost. Probably closer to 7. But yeah, in there.
Mesky's been on the run for quite a while as well, actually.
Well, I know Mesky, but every time we brought up like
I
you on the
just-
run, you talked about like it's been a few years, not almost a decade.
yeah. Like, dude, what the hell did your family do? Like,
Shit.
were they selling guns to like?
I mean, yes, but
I had him talk about that.
it's not like Floragno put too much effort into chasing me out of the country. It's only now that I come back that this is a major consequence.
Oh yeah.
They put in a little effort after they found out where I was exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I never realized how long it was, but now that I'm looking up the ages I wrote down, it is about 8 years.
Christ, man. All right. Well, fuck,
Get
8 years.
Get back
Yeah, I
into
think
it.
you'd be able to tell if she's aged 8 years. It's definitely, the image is definitely not of her 8 years ago, but
Okay,
it
good.
does. 8 fucking fuck! I gotta rewrite the whole shit. God damn.
I was thinking it was a few years.
mean,
as well.
I could literally rewrite the ages if you want. I don't care that.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It just matters of,
How they act.
we're sticking with 8 years. It's going. I've just got to change a few things. Anyway,
All right.
so she looks about as old as you would expect her to look by now.
Okay.
I would say this: looking at her in the picture, you wouldn't have guessed it was Isabella if they didn't straight up tell you it was her.
All right.
Not upon first glance.
Dun.
Dun dun dun.
All right. Well, shit.
Okay, so what do we want to do? I think we're overstaying our welcome, personally.
Oh, would have ever given you that idea?
Well,
Ah,
yes,
well,
the cops would avoid this place like the plague, but it's only a matter of time before something bad happens.
yes, and my body aches, and I would like an actual bed to lay in. Can we head to that one place you said you had an associate at?
I
That
don't
sounds
know
like a
the
pleasant place to
place's.
go.
I don't know the place's name. I've never been to Ferregno, but if it's probably that direction, towards the west.
Yeah, we know it's
I
we know
told
it's
you I
near.
ran past it, remember?
Yeah.
We
but
know it's near a citadel. That's
Yeah.
what we know.
That's about it.
Come on, let's go already.
Okay, so we're just gonna go
Oh,
straight to the Citadel. We're just gonna leave this be.
did you guys get any of the
Yeah, I
cracks
think
did
that's
in my
probably
neck?
best.
Yes.
Ezekiel.
I said fucking yes.
I know. It's just that you hesitated there for a second.
Tim,
Oh, I
I
can't
swear to
imagine why.
fucking. I swear to all of your non-existent gods. Well, they exist. Fuck you.
Look, Ezekiel. Sorry, Quinn. They keep saying names, and I keep getting things confused. Sorry, and I'm a little out of it right now. Let us just go and drop people off
Yeah,
at
I
that one
know
place
Yep.
what
Tim said.
I know what the fucking intelligent thing to do. Let's go.
Alright.
All right. Let's get out of the move on.
Really,
So-
you don't say.
How are we navigating the town?
Uh,
Sewers?
so are they gonna follow me, or are
As
they
a-
gonna follow?
As a power move, I really kind of want to just walk around in the full yellow
Please
dragon
don't.
flare armor.
I mean, if you're running around the.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to. I put on my usual disguise self.
I think we should follow Miski since he knows where it's at.
No, really. Let's not follow the guy who knows where it's fucking at.
Well,
Tim.
I'm not saying that in character, obviously.
It's
I
not
say-
obvious. That's exactly the kind of thing Tim would say.
Tim is smart enough to know when he shouldn't say stupid stuff like that. Come on, give him some
Alright.
credit.
Moving on.
Mesky's going to stay in the lower district to get out of here.
All right. Traveling through the slums. Are we going for the just getting out of town?
Yeah, yeah.
What?
What? That's
Wait,
what they agreed.
where's the citadel?
The citadel that you guys talked about would have been out this way.
Yes.
Okay.
Zariah
Right
headquarters is in town.
I know that.
Yeah.
I know that.
So you would have to
fucking much.
leave
So,
town to go to whatever the citadel is.
Yeah.
So-
we're gonna
so
leave
just so
town
I'm on the same page, the Citadel
temporarily.
has what? Your sister?
No. Not that
No.
you.
Oh, it
No,
has that
that-
person with the armor, right?
No.
It has
Yeah.
a possible ally.
I mean, I don't trust it as far as I can throw it, but if you're willing
We
to be
need-
transparent for once in your existence, I'll follow your lead.
I'm
God
being
says follow it, so I'm hoping.
fucking transparent. He's telling us that he has a potential ally, and we're gonna
No.
fucking need that.
He
if we
told
wanna go to
you.
Zoraika
We don't know how true that
headquarters.
is, so it's kind of hard to put faith into something when every time we try to get something forward, we take 2 steps back.
Tim, do you want to explain, Zane, here, your faith? You tried to explain this. I did not really
Oh,
care too much.
yeah.
Nor am I caring right now.
Well, I sometimes receive messages from my God, man. Well, recently I received one not too long ago, like when we were in Rubra, about a potential ally.
Your potential ally was from the Red King. He told you about it.
Oh yeah, the Red King told me that. I don't mention that part, but I just make that up more or less.
Well, if you ain't 100% with me, I'm telling you right now, I'm sitting this one out. You better word that shit the right way.
Okay, so do you guys want me to be truthful or mix of both?
Do you want me to lie to you?
All right, so tell you
I
what.
slap his helmet.
Fine, I'll tell you guys the truth. The Red King told me that we have a potential ally against the dragon.
I get up in everyone's faces. I don't care who gave us the information. Right now, we need fucking help. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with
Well,
you.
if you want to be an asshole about it, you can go by yourself. But
Oh,
I
I
want to actually hear
will.
what he
I
has to
will
say.
go by myself. Mesky, you're coming with me.
I'm leading everyone. Please, at least stop yelling. It's loud.
Can we at least get along?
I
And I
mean,
start,
well,
like,
Ezekiel's the
rubbing
one
my
who
head.
literally has no patience. So again, I'm gonna hear what you have to say. Ezekiel doesn't want to hear it. He can go die in a ditch by himself. But we're better off together.
I
It's
agree.
that simple. Patience.
I don't know who the potential ally is. I just know that there is one.
All right. Seeing as how your deity is vague as shit, all right, fine. But if if this ally turns out to be false, I'm not going to say anything.
Uh,
Let's proceed.
Tell you what, all of you would be getting a free stab at me. Whatever you feel like saying or doing, throw out your worst at me.
I
If
don't
I,
give a shit about either one of you guys in regards to insulting you. I want to go home. I
yeah,
can't do that until we save the world from more of these.
aren't we gonna go to your home after we're done in Ferregno?
Necessary issues. You want us to lead us on? Let's go. No problem.
To be honest, who hasn't let you guys on already? Like, I feel like I've already let you guys on already, and that was purely by accident. All by luck.
Yeah.
Oh,
We.
don't worry. We're gonna have a conversation about you later, but now's not the.
Oh yeah, that's now's not the time nor the place. I think we need is to get our heads literally blown off.
Oh shit!
Big quiet, oh shit, what up?
I swear to freaking
Lord,
Oldavir, if that bloody sniper hits us while we're on our way, I'm gonna kill the shit out of him. If I could grab my claws around his
Johnny,
tiny
you're
little neck.
quiet.
am I quiet or am I just not speaking?
There you are.
There you are.
There we go. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, you go in and out constantly here.
that's weird. I'll try to.
There we go. There's Discord having a problem.
I mean, Discord does have
I
its
was hearing
issues.
you loud and clear.
All right. Anyways, so traveling through the slums is fairly slow because Lorgna was massive. But I will go ahead and say by the time the sun starts setting, you guys can reach what is effectively the end of town.
Very interesting.
Keep going.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to just run through the night or are we going to
Yes.
Try and take a long rest.
I mean,
somewhere.
I'll be honest. I'd like us just to keep going.
Yeah,
All right,
we're just
going
gonna
for
we're just
another-
gonna
What are we gonna run into? Bandits, demons, dragons? Let's just keep going.
probably all three.
Better be.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
This better be fucking. For I'm gonna fillet that Red King when I get.
You guys do notice though, as you guys keep moving, Mesky slows down.
Wow, what's up?
Mesky, you need me to carry you on my shoulders? Do you need a rest? Are you all right?
I'm not gonna be able to keep up. I feel possibly.
All right, get on my shoulders.
And he obliges.
Yep.
All right,
I mean,
cuz
you're a skinny individual. You should be able to fit on his shoulders, no problem.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've carried
And
I've
Mesky
carried
passes out immediately.
and he's out.
Yeah, 2 points of exhaustion's a bitch, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's find at least a decent area to camp out, because I do not want to be caught by
No.
those cops.
We're
Nope.
continuing
All right.
until we get there.
Listen, Tempest. Just keep holding on to Mesky. Let's keep on going. You right now you have
Was-
more endurance than he does. We can keep pushing forward.
If I were to pull out a map, would Mesky have specifically pointed out where we're going?
He gave you a good
I-
enough direction, saying it was.
I was walking
basically somewhat-
straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So let's keep going. Fuck it.
It's yonder that direction.
Actually, I would say this much, based on the size of the place. By the time you left town, and once the sun fully sets, Tim, even with like not perfect perception, you can recognize the silhouette off in the distance.
That's it. Over there. My eyesight's not as
Huh.
good as y'all's, but that's the place.
Yeah, it is mostly. It's not amazingly lit up, but there are enough lights that you can very clearly see the silhouette in the distance.
Other than what I've said so far, Ezekiel hasn't talked at all on this entire trip, which is very unusual for him. And he's marching forward silently on a warpath.
Oh, yes, I imagine.
Mesky is not able to assist in commentating here.
So it's everyone's just walking silently because no one else talks.
I mean, I'm just eating some of my rations because I'm still somewhat human. Kind of need food.
yeah. Tempest is just thinking and trying to listen for the
Yeah,
hum of
we
the
would have
storm.
rations on the way.
But yeah, Tempest is trying to listen for the hum.
Beef jerky. Sorry. Good. Go ahead. I'm
My
enjoying
sister's
beef
been
jerky. I
following, by the
apologize.
way, and this is not good for a normal person.
Huh?
My sister's been following us, and this is not good for a normal person.
Yeah, she would definitely kind of start to stumble a little bit as you guys are walking, just kind of like
Jack, pick
yawning
her up.
over and over again.
Hey, do you want me to carry you
Well,
too?
Ezekiel's being a selfish shithead, so
Jack would most certainly oblige. She will be minorly freaked out for a minute, mostly because she is now laying up against a giant black axe that vaguely reeks of random blood.
I mean, if you
It
don't, if you're
reeks of iron, but okay.
if you're afraid of that, I could try to carry you too. I have carried two people at once.
I think she hates you more.
Probably.
I think that was an explicit issue earlier, is that she did not like the Dragonborn.
She does not have a lot of respect for him now.
I scolded her, but that's not gonna fix everything.
No. Kind of years of racism and shit.
Yeah, Tempest is used to that kind of crap.
All right. So, um, and we're in agreement of just traveling through the night.
Yeah.
If
I-
everyone else stops, I keep going.
Oh wow. Okay.
You're getting yourself killed. I just would like to let you know that.
Uh,
All right.
Zane, this is before we get to the location. So, did you have any good songs back from where you were from?
We normally would listen to the sound of the forest, and I would play the lute to sort of complement the sounds that the forest would make in the
Ah,
morning and evening.
ah. Yeah, I knew
The
someone
afternoon
that.
just starts getting creepy and kinky.
Yeah, I knew someone that did something similar, except with lava.
That sounds very interesting.
Yeah, don't know where it is now.
Yeah, it was a what I used to do as a form of meditation after a long day of hunting, training with my father, or just tending to the crops near the village. We would just watch the sunset and enjoy it with just the fact that before the dark fae infested my land, it was a beautiful time.
Yeah. I used to, when I was not, doing painting at the clergy and whatnot, I would used to climb up the tallest mountain and just watch the sunset.
And Mesky would slap Tim in the helmet as he goes, shh.
Alright, alright.
I am here now.
Hey, welcome, Jack.
We're probably about to
Uh,
enter combat, so really a timing.
Sweet. Good for me.
I don't think we are.
You
Well-
never know with this party.
Mesky, go ahead and roll me a d20 and we'll see.
All right. If I remember how to fucking open up the D20 thing. 17.
Yeah, I would say the night is mostly calm. You don't particularly encounter anything.
Luck is in my favor.
But yes, just to get you caught up, Jack, you guys have left the city and are traveling through the night. You are currently carrying Mesky's younger sister as she is passed out. But you guys are apparently taking a level of exhaustion to reach this new location.
Yep. I will say, okay, so what's the plan here? As I just kind of like, yawn
I
from.
think that's generally up to you. You're the one who's apparently able to convince whatever. And
Well, here's the thing. I don't know who we need to convince, so I'm completely in the dark here.
well, once we find them, convince we head back.
Yeah. Hopefully we can find them, convince them to join our side, and I don't know. Do something interesting with Ferregno. Anyways, let's not tally. Uh, is this play? Do we see people? Do we see people?
You're low again. I'm gonna reset my own, so.
I'm gonna say from this distance, not without some sort of like scope or binoculars or something, you wouldn't really be able to notice anybody.
Hey,
Maybe vaguely silhouettes moving around.
hey Ezekiel, can you see if this place is being occupied or not? I mean, it probably is, but you never know.
I'm doing it. I take out my rifle.
As you take up your rifle, you can barely see, for the most part, these giant pyramid structures here there are lots of lights and electricity sparking from cables kind of connecting all these spires together that eventually lead either down into the ground or lead out towards Rubra. But for other than that, you don't really notice people in this area. Over here, in what is very much the Citadel, with a very large like courtyard in the front of it, there appear to be heavily armed guards, just kind of all over the place, though they do not seem to be armed with guns. There are at least none that you can see.
Well, I suppose we do have foes.
And
Yeah, but they're that way.
as you're looking through your scope, you're kind of skim over the Citadel building, and you can very easily notice sort of iron bar structures decorating what you'd assume are windows. And as you just barely go past one of them, you all hear off in the distance, boom. Slide your scope back around as you notice one of the barred windows has exploded. You watch some ropes getting thrown out of it as a group of people start climbing down it, and based on the kind of ragged uniform clothing and the numbers kind of burned into the back of this canvas clothing, you assume they might be prisoners. As all of a sudden the Citadel and that courtyard, boom, light up as bells ring, 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 as spotlights start shining through the courtyard and throughout the rest of this facility. There's someone that slides out the window that you recognize, Quincy. It's Isabel.
Fuck. Alright, well, we went in the correct direction.
Oh, I swear to God, if it's actually Isabel, I'm gonna laugh. I thought we were gonna get a bloody
Ezekiel-
dragon.
Ezekiel just shouts,
That's just
"They're
a bonus,
allies, let's go," and
All
starts
right.
running.
I'm coming. As I
You
start
know,
to,
fuck that, he starts flying.
I can't fly, you daftwit.
dude.
Catch
I
up.
have no wings.
What's going on?
Oh, allies being attacked.
Ah. Is this an appropriate time to tell you I quit the band?
Nope, because you're getting involved. Until then,
Cool, because I didn't know I was gonna band.
I don't think we are a band. Marauders, maybe, yeah, but
That's
not a
that's
band.
a joke. I was joking.
As you start racing your way, you can watch guards start descending down on this group of people
I
running and
start
escaping.
shooting guards as they descend down.
Just bang, 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 bang.
Go ahead and roll me a few accuracy rolls. I'm going to go with 3 of them.
As I hear this, I'm going to actually sit a "You got this, Quinn." Bardic inspiration.
And you managed to hit the guards as all of a sudden the alarm bells get louder as spotlights start shining outside the facility. As you can, at this point, it's very far off in the distance, but you hear, "They have snipers!" As the guards suddenly start going into this flurry of confusion of trying to stop
Suka
stop
sniper.
the prisoners and ducking down behind walls and cover. And I will say, you looking down your scope, and you kind of continue to follow the prisoners, and you notice Isabella visibly get confused as she notices this along with the rest of them. It's like, we have a sniper? What?
They don't know that
Shrug.
the cavalry is
Well,
coming.
No one does.
Of course they don't fucking know.
Who would fucking know?
You notice her shrug as she seems to take something out from a sack on her and tosses it up to the other prisoners as they visibly light them and start chucking bombs up to where the guards are standing.
Shit, I should have grabbed the
boom,
boomers.
That's
you
my
watch people
sister.
get blown off the wall.
Oh,
Shit,
Jesus.
I should have grabbed
I'm
the
basically
boomers.
passed-
They would have loved
passed out.
this.
Oh boy. Well, they'll see it on TV.
Uh, uh, you lose track of them as they get to the front end of the courtyard where there is a massive gate. I will say by this point, how far would you be? A lot. Still quite a bit. I don't know.
Is it one of those gates that you can
What is
lift
the
up?
rifle?
I'm adjusting my motion to meet up with them as soon as possible, but yeah. I'll just keep firing whenever I see a guard pop his little head out.
No. I'm not worried about. I'm wondering for perspective's sake, what is the range on your rifle?
Oh, my rifle?
Yes.
Let's get
500 trillion.
it's like
Billion.
600 or something.
I was close.
All right. I will say you're within probably the 120 range by the time they disappear behind the front walls. The front walls are easily like a good 40, maybe 50 feet in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And say give maybe 10 minutes as you still fly, you eventually spot them again as all of a sudden, boom, a big ass hole gets blown up in the front gate as those handful of
Big
prisoners start
bada boom.
running out. As they do, you hear a different alarm start to go off. This one, not a bell, but very clearly a siren. As it does, this tower here lights up, and it almost seems to open this kind of shutter on the top of it as you watch something rather large pop out of it, or better to say soar out of
What
it.
is the range on the Yellow Dragon Slayer's crossbow?
I would say it's basically an advanced heavy crossbow, so it'd be about the same range. I have to double check what heavy crossbow is.
I'm about to fuck up this dragon.
Heavy crossbow has a range of 400 at long range and 100 at short, but I would say 400 easily.
I'm a sharpshooter, so I just take the long range without caring about the short range.
Yeah.
You better do it.
Hit that dragon!
Him,
Yeah.
as you look and see this massive silhouette practically fill the sky, this yellow scale shining as spotlights shine over it and start to shine over the prisoners. All of a sudden, you feel your vase begin to vibrate slightly.
Huh? This is new.
Oh, that's
Allied
why you
liberate.
gave it.
Go ahead and roll me that damage for the crossbow, my friend.
Bisky, pull out my
Well,
face!
accuracy end.
Yeah.
As I start leaning and dropping into it, it was the bag of holding, I'm guessing,
Yeah, it's in a bag of
or
holding.
wherever
I
it
think it's
is.
just strapped to your back.
Yeah, it's just strapped to my back,
Oh.
so she'll be able to.
In
you should
fact,
be able to grab it.
I'll mark.
I
the dragon.
grab it as I fall off you as I hand it to you.
Does a 30 hit?
What do I
Yes,
need
if 30 will hit.
What do I need to do in order to keep Misky on?
Don't worry about it. I'm falling off because I don't want the boom to fucking vibrate me.
Yeah.
All right.
You're real
You
high.
launch bolts out of this, and the dragon visibly cries out as the bolts sink into it, as you can feel its gaze come down onto you, Quinn.
That's what I was hoping.
Yep. In the darkness, the dragon locks eyes with you and dives down towards you.
Okay, so how's my face reacting to this exactly?
To the humming, that is up to you. Oh, how is your vase reacting? I'm sorry.
Do
I
I
thought you said your face.
notice? Do I notice the coils on the dragon?
You. I'll describe the dragon in a minute.
If I notice those, I'll aim for them specific.
Also, oh, that Nordic inspiration's gone, actually.
The party is
I haven't used it.
little bit
Yeah,
of a
but it
distance
only
away from here.
lasts fucking 10 minutes. It
It
took
hasn't
you 10
been
minutes.
10 minutes.
Yes, it has. I gave
Oh.
it to you when you first shot, yes. Then he said it took 10 minutes to fly closer.
/ run.
10 minutes from that explosion during the gate. So yes, 10 minutes has
Alright.
definitely gone by.
I do
Once they get
remember recalling this.
Yeah. So the dragon lands down in front of you as a gust of sand just surrounds you. Give me. I believe it's dexterity. Yes, give me a dexterity save. As through the dust cloud, you see lightning charge up in the maw of the dragon.
16. And I'll cast Absorb Element.
A 16 will not cut it, so go ahead and roll absorb elements. Hi.
It just has the...
There we go. Yeah, Draco Lich.
Oh, fuck.
Christ game.
Did you just fucking say Draco Lich? Shit. That's
Not
a...
that I
That's
don't
a...
need a Draco Lich.
Oh, okay. I was about to say that's a problem.
I was about to say, wait. Did you say Draco
Whoa,
Lich?
whoa. Call off the attack. Call off the attack.
I was about to say, where will we be bolting the other fucking direction? Holy shit!
I really wish I was wearing the armor right now, but I'm not.
As the lightning crashes down directly on top of you, you would take 57 lightning damage, but your absorb elements protect you. A gust of wind almost knocks you off your feet as the yellow dragon blows it all away. And as the sun starts to come over the horizon and you feel that night finally starting to catch up with you, everybody, one level of exhaustion.
Yep.
So
Woo! Half
just about
speed.
just about everything at disadvantage.
Oh no,
unless
it's
no.
ability checks at this.
Ability checks. That's right.
Yeah, and then that's it. Exhaustion level 2 is half
disadvantage.
speed.
Half speed is second level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
disadvantage on ability
Cool.
checks, which I believe includes
That's-
your, so. Ooh.
No,
so
saving
this-
throws are a separate thing. It's literally only ability.
Yeah, you're fine about saving throws.
If mid-combat I try and build something, there's going to be trouble. But otherwise, we're all right.
I don't
If
think
you
you're
Yeah,
going to
we're
be.
fine.
The dragon,
I
it might
don't
be a
really
little
see you
difficult.
building something in the middle of combat.
That's what I'm saying.
Just don't
Ability
do
checks are
athletics or anything like
generally
that.
yeah. Ability checks are generally not used too often during combat, except for grappling. But if you're grappling a dragon, I think you should fuck off anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. So the yellow dragon is massive, clearly in equal size to the red king. Its feathery wings still charged with electricity as it stands over you, Quinn. But the most bizarre thing you notice is this dragon's wearing armor. It appears to have gold plating decorating its head, its torso, its limbs. And probably the most interesting part, you have to almost double take for a second. It almost looks like it has a saddle at the base of its neck.
That's what I thought. Oh, well, gotta earn its respect anyway. Let's fucking go.
The yellow dragon begins to speak. But most bizarrely, it speaks in Gith.
Oh shit. Well, I understand it.
As it looks down to you and it's seemingly talking to itself. I see. Surviving a strike as that. This shall be a challenge worthwhile.
Well, if I had the armor on too, I think it would be more of a fight. Unfortunately, that's put away as I re-aim the crossbow.
Alright. As you pull out the crossbow, you notice the dragon's look certainly changes as its eyes kind of grow wide and then quickly narrow as it gets down lower slightly. And it starts speaking common. Where did you find that?
I think you know exactly where I found it.
I do not appreciate the desecration of my ally's grave.
Well, considering that dragon over your back, there was little choice.
You notice its head kind of tilt as it gives this quizzical look. What?
Oh yeah, they've returned in Rubra. The Red Dragon King resummoned them.
The red. No, it's not. It's not possible.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have bothered coming back here. Hell,
Yeah, that asshole sent us on a lovely journey, and then he tried to bring them back, only to be kicked out because they deem him unworthy.
We're not there.
I will say
Are we?
I will go ahead and say that you guys just barely start to catch up by this point, at least close enough to overhear the dragon.
Um,
You watch the dragon scan over your little group, and it specifically, its eyes dart to Tim, Jack, Galadin, and Zane, who are all equipped with dragon slaying gear.
well, I just have the weapon, but
Yeah, the weapon.
yeah.
Technically, I'm wearing the shield, so.
oh
Yep.
yeah.
No wait,
I'm
no,
the
I'm not.
only
No,
one
I'm
that's
not.
not
I'm still
here with
wearing.
anything.
I'm still wearing the police armor.
Oh, that's right, you're not wearing it. Well, either way.
You're not wearing armor?
He's
No, I
wearing
am wearing
armor.
armor.
He's wearing different armor.
Oh,
He's
Ugh,
wearing
what
more
the fuck?
Fuller Agno style gear.
The elf
have-
dragon.
I successfully got the armor, too. I'm assuming you're the...
The dragon very much glares down at you,
Chips.
Jermaine, as as its head lowers almost completely down to the
Jack,
ground.
mute yourself. We can hear you going through the bag.
sorry.
The dragon is practically face to face with you, Jermaine, as it goes. Then where is it?
Technically on my person, but it would take me 10 minutes to get it out, so that's not happening during this combat.
I will wait, or I will smite you now.
Oh no, waiting is fine.
What an honorable dragon!
You're really gonna sit there and talk crap when this isn't even our fault? It's the Red Dragon Kings.
I guess he wants to test us like this red dragon.
And yes, I'm saying that to the dragon. I don't give a shit. I'm saying it to the dragon. If we're gonna die with him feeling stupid.
He's just straight up ignoring the rest of the party. He is watching Quinn intensely as he sets up his little portal thing.
Again,
So should
as
I go
fast
in
as
for a
I
sneak attack
humanly,
and hit him in the face with a
Please
glaive?
don't.
as fast as I humanly can, again, except this time for an entirely different reason.
You try to go as fast as you had before, but the exhaustion's really picking up with you. You still have to take the 10 minutes.
So can I hit the dragon with my
Don't
glaive?
hit the dragon. It's
I
giving us
don't.
time to
Nope.
pull
Don't
out
want to hear
weapons.
you. I don't want to hear it. You got us in this mess.
Please
will-
do not hit
What?
him.
How did I get?
I
What?
No one got us into this mess.
We're gonna keep moving forward.
We were going to
Zane-
need to come here eventually anyway.
Potato, tomato, same thing.
Please, I have 2
Zane,
levels of exhaustion.
I will say this, Zane. One, you really can't sneak up to it because
Dragon.
it's fucking huge. And it will most certainly sense you in one way or another. If you really want to, you can run up and attack it, but your entire party is against it.
We're going to
Uh,
fight it still, Zane. Just give 10 minutes for me to pull out the armor.
I mean,
Put it on.
regardless, yeah, fair enough. It's just 10 minutes isn't going to change the fact that Mesky's dying of exhaustion over here.
And not
He's
dying,
not
just
dying
exhausted.
yet.
Wait a minute.
Just
But
can't.
the
Dying
point
of
is-
exhaustion. I said
But
what
the
I
point,
said.
no, the point is, I don't have a lot of health on me.
Because you didn't sleep.
Nor do I
Alright.
have a lot of spells.
I do not have greater restoration. Otherwise, I would have used that on Misky.
All right. So, Zane, I will ask this. Do you want to attack the dragon?
My entire party will probably hate me, and I'm not Tempest, so sure. I will just sit on the ground and wait for this stupidity.
I will say you can ready an attack. So if it goes for any sort of strike, you can attack it.
Oh, all right. I so I can hold by 2 swipes with a green glaive.
Yes, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, you can do that. You
Yeah,
just have-
sure. So I keep forgetting that's a thing.
Hold action.
So on the off chance this thing decides to attack the party, I'm gonna hold both of my swings at the damn dragon ready.
Yes, that's very fair. We have no issue with that.
Oh yeah, no
We just have
problem
an
with that.
issue with.
No, I just
Me
thought it'd
trying
be
to
funny
get
if I
this
just shoved the
armor.
glaive down his throat.
Yeah, I just don't think you can reach his throat.
What percentage?
Well,
is
considering
the
I can't
armor
see the
at right
damn
now
dragon on
again?
the board, it's kind of hard for me to figure out like size difference. So I'll take your word for it.
I'm believing it's about yay.
I'm gonna assume it's a young dragon.
No,
Never assume when it comes to Johnny DMing. Just saying.
it is not young.
It is an adult.
Never mind.
So does this mean it was bigger than the red dragon when he went in his dragon form, or no?
Yeah.
It's about the same size, I would say.
Okay,
As
now I
I'm-
remember. Then yeah, cool, got it. No problem. Continue.
As
continue,
I'm
Ezekiel.
getting out my as I'm building up my portal, I'm going to cast Cures on myself.
Sorry.
I mean, you have a healer that's coming up. You don't need to waste a spell slot.
No, it's fine. I'm using my rune really effectively.
So
I'm
you
just trying to. There we go.
Yeah.
And then I don the armor.
Okay. You open up the portal, hop yourself into the armor. It boots up with this little thing. It'll pop up with warning, 44% battery.
Yeah.
As you don the armor and look up at the yellow dragon, You notice its eyes almost gloss over slightly, and it kind of gets this puppy dog look as it kind of very slowly rears back. You old friend, it has been too long. Kind of shakes itself. Where did you find these?
In the city below a museum. Interest.
The Royal Museum. Strange.
It was owned by Yanko, so they were probably stopping Zoraika.
He kind of glares and kind of looks off and towards the facility there. I see. That explains why they told me it was lost. I would expect nothing less than lies.
Speaking of, while I'm doing this, I keep glancing off. How is my sister and her group doing?
They are running, but there are more than a few guards chasing after them as they occasionally toss some sort of explosive back towards them.
Well,
Shit.
I can take care of the dragon. I can't take care of the dragon and the guards.
I can
Hey,
help
you
with the
got one of the
dragon.
issues.
Somebody can take care of the guards.
I mean, you would have to run
Hmm.
all the way over to their group, which would probably take forever. Like an hour. We're
Where the
exhausted.
fuck am I then?
You're with us!
Next to the dragons.
I'm
We're
next to the dragon?
Yeah, we're talking
Yes,
to,
we're
listening
all-
to the dragon.
Say you're all within 60 feet right now. Quinn is
Assuming?
probably within 10 feet.
That's what I'm assuming.
I'm gonna
That's-
step back to 70 feet.
Okay.
Understandable.
I'm gonna step forward to 5
I don't
feet.
have evasion.
The yellow dragon looks down at you, Jermaine, as it goes. You're telling the truth. The overlords have somehow returned.
We saw it with our own eyes. We almost died, to be honest.
Bad. It was scary.
What is your name, New Slayer?
Jermaine Meyer.
Jig please.
Hmm. The dragon somewhat, well, yeah, the dragon would somewhat bow down and bow its head. Jermaine Meyer, it would be my pleasure to aid you in killing the overlords once more.
Oh! Looks like we killed two birds with one stone, then, huh?
He's a lot nicer than the Red King who made us fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
I-
really
I
expect
was-
everyone to be
No, the
fucking
red-
mad?
I was
No, the Red
expecting-
King's a piece of trash.
oh,
I was
yeah.
expecting a prove yourself.
Yeah, me too, to be fair.
I just wasn't
Oh.
sure.
To be fair,
And
you
I
found
will-
long lost equipment.
I will make this promise now. Once this is dealt with, I will return the armor to wherever you think it belongs.
The armor belongs to a great warrior. So long as you do not die, then it belongs with you.
And...
Mesky wakes up for a second to laugh and then goes back to sleep.
Yeah, you just sleep, Bisky.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Slayer, I sadly must continue my job for Zoraika.
Makes sense.
Makes sense. Go ahead and attack my sister.
All right.
I understand that you're somewhat still loyal to Zoraika, but if you do try and go over there, I am going to try and stop you.
As he stands up, he kind of stops and looks down to you. Not a matter of loyalty, more a matter of I wish not my children to be killed.
Ah, that's
That
what
makes sense.
is happening. We did see that. All right. Well,
Is it okay if I
I
approach
guess-
the yellow dragon king? I'm guessing, or no, just yellow dragon.
If you want,
Or-
we could try to get your children out.
yeah, but
Totally
they're
Finn, go
probably
ahead.
spoke
approach.
over what I had said, but okay,
Oh,
Tempest.
Go ahead.
sorry. Go ahead.
I was telling the DM, would it be reasonable to go towards, and I was wondering if I said it the right way. I was like, is he the yellow dragon lord, yellow dragon king, or just the yellow dragon?
You just know it as a yellow dragon.
No, that's So, can I approach the yellow salamander to tell him something?
I mean, if you want to approach it, but he could hear you from where you're standing.
Okay, cool, because he's been talking to everyone else but me the entire time.
I mean,
He's pretty much exclusively talked to Quinn.
Like I
yeah.
said, everybody else. Anyway, I'm joking. I'm joking. Just, so I'm gonna tell the yellow dragon. I'm gonna bow to him and say, "We only desire to put this world in some form of balance, and for any of your kin, we wish them no harm. We only wish to keep the world balanced and safe, if possible."
The yellow dragon will look towards you, Zane. I appreciate that. As much as I seek balance in this world as well, my captors are not so orderly folk. I do not understand, though, as he kind of points off in the direction of the group. These are murderers, assassins, prisoners for a reason.
One
Why
of them
are
is
you still protected?
one of them is my sister.
Oh, I see.
Probably something you shouldn't have said out loud, but
At this point, there's a dragon in front of us, and he's saying he's on our side.
Yeah.
We just gotta release his children.
Yeah. That was
Then
my.
I may have a solution to both of our problems.
Go ahead.
Beautiful.
I am the warden of this prison. I ensure that none of my children, as well as the prisoners, do not escape. It is not unheard of for me to fail to capture a prisoner, normally due to mortal wounds, but
Okay, so. Yeah. I mean,
I'm alright with
if you're okay with that.
I mean, I don't have a problem with assisting him.
I
He
don't have
seemed
a
to be
problem.
quite kind compared to other dragons we've met.
Duly noted question. How is the armored charged?
you're asking him that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can discuss that further. I must engage in my job.
Yeah.
Alright.
He points out, basically out towards what you see as this sort of group of makeshift buildings. Go there. The people are kind. They may offer you shelter.
All
I
right.
shall deliver your family in kind.
All right. Well.
As he, boom, leaps off into the sky and almost beelines it straight down to where the group of prisoners is, crashing through the guards and through the sand.
Alright.
Well.
Wait, through his own guards.
Looks.
As we walk in that direction. Because I am going to go that way. I'm going to ask the armor. With the access we have to Zaraka headquarters, what can
it will open a window as it pops up. Master access key to Zoraika found.
I'm gonna fuck
Bird.
them up.
Without me knowing the technical way of saying it, this suit has the master access key to just about everything locked up in Zoraika headquarters.
No, you got it right.
All right.
Okay.
That will be useful. I'm not going to use it quite yet, but that will be useful.
So, we're gonna head to that little shanty town.
Yeah.
Quinn, are you just gonna go ahead and stay in the armor, or?
I'm gonna take it off.
Yeah, because I was about to say, it's probably not a good idea to walk up to a town in the Dragon Slayer armor, especially when we're on the news.
Well,
Well, they
Good seeing
genuinely
you,
know
bro.
who I am.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to waste more power before we figure out how to charge it.
All right. So, you guys head into the shanty town, and I mean, even before you arrive, you realize the majority of the town seems to be awake as they're kind of hanging out outside their homes. They have chairs, benches. Some of them are just standing. They're all just watching
Just
the
like
sight
this.
of like the prisoners escaping, basically.
Interesting. I guess our group just kind of walks up on this.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And one of the people notices you as they go, "Hey, did you fellas escape the prison? Nah, you don't look like prisoners. Where'd you come from?"
I suppose you could say
Talk to you and you're being fooled.
sit all over, really.
We're
The warden
yeah.
told us that you were decent, that we could maybe hang around here.
Now you can go back to being fooled.
Guy kind of gives you a quizzical look. The war, okay, the war. I mean, I think we're pretty nice. We're not mean.
I mean, you don't look it. What? What I'm trying to say is pretty much, can we stay here a bit while we,
Recuperate.
yeah.
Go ahead. We got plenty of benches and stuff around. Not a comfortable place to nap, but this place is for refugees most of the day anyway.
From where exactly? Man.
Bluragna for the most part. Occasionally Rubra.
Wait, are there Dragonborns here?
I would say you don't see any.
I start looking.
Well.
I'm not gonna, abandon my team or anything, but I do keep in mind that, oh hey, yeah, there are Dragonborns here. That's kind of neat.
There are not Dragonborns here. I just told you didn't see any.
Well, not yet, anyways. There might.
Ezekiel goes and sits down somewhere and nervously field strips and puts his pistol back together constantly, just over and over.
Okay, that is fair.
Yeah, he's waiting on his sister.
For
As you guys gotta figure out where to put me and my sister.
Yep.
we got a few people we gotta figure out right now.
Oh yeah, we have beat up.
I would say that the guy would kind of lead you to a little area. It's got like some tents, some bedrolls, just a place where it's like a lot of random people just kind of lay down, sleep, whatever, near a campfire and everything.
Darn, if
And
we
there's
had
a few benches or where you
if we
could sit
had-
down at.
Jax and Galadin sisters, we could form a whole nother adventuring party out of our sisters that we've saved.
Does everyone just have a sister?
No,
I have
Tempest does
two
not have.
sisters and a brother.
Tempest does not have any
Zane
siblings.
doesn't. Tim doesn't.
Tempest doesn't know if he
Do
has
you
any.
have a mother?
I have
Galadin
a
does not have
brother.
a. Her.
Your mom could be could be the mother of that party.
Messi was the first type of sister, so fuck all of you.
No, it was Jack.
And no, it was Mesky, because Mesky was in the first
Oh.
fucking one shot.
Yep. You're right. You're right. He was. Anyway,
Yeah, technically.
so you
No,
guys are hanging out.
technically that was Stanford.
I don't know if Stanford had a sister or not.
He had a sister and a mom.
Oh,
Everyone has a
None of them
mother.
were
Let's specify right now. Everyone has a mother.
unless you don't.
They can die, but you had one.
Not necessarily.
I specifically made Stanford had a mom and a sister who were not related in the slightest to each other at all, or the
Mhm.
same species. I don't know why I
Alright.
did that.
I don't know either.
I don't
But
remember.
I thought you did it for the
Um,
lulz, personally.
I did like some of it, but I also just like the concept.
Alright, moving on.
I might reuse that later.
So, word is obviously Quincy is sitting on a bench stressing. Is the rest of the party going to take this opportunity to rest, or
Hells yeah.
oh,
I'm fucking
Like-
tired, man.
I guess it is easier to ask: is anyone going to stay awake?
Like,
Tempest.
I just broke out of fucking prison earlier that day.
I get to
Mhm.
lose an exhaustion point, I think.
Yes, you lose one level of exhaustion from getting some sleep.
Yeah, we should probably rest up, to be fair, but one of us should stay awake for the dragon. Ah, screw
I'm
it.
Galadin,
staying the
if you
fuck.
go to sleep, we're
I'm
fucked.
staying the fuck awake.
So's Tempest.
Mhm.
So, long rest?
Yes, for the rest of the party, Tim and Quinn will keep their level of exhaustion, at least for now. You, Tim, where are you going to hang out?
Oh, I'm just, keeping an eye on the party, but I'm also kind of like looking around town, seeing what's here, all that jazz.
I would say there's nothing really to see. Most people, once the prison starts to calm down, most people go back into their homes and seem to go to sleep. It very much is just a shanty town, very randomly put together. Hey, Galadin, welcome back. Welcome back.
Hey. So
You
what's
only
happened
missed a
thus
yellow
far?
dragon attacking the party. Everyone's dead
Oh,
now.
excuse me, what?
Yeah, you screwed us over.
Fucking excuse me? No, come
Dude,
back.
we were
Come
so
back.
fucked.
What?
It's the
We got
first.
attacked by Yellow Dragon, you weren't here,
It's
and
the
you didn't
first
do enough damage.
TPK
Fuck
that
from us.
happened during this campaign. I mean,
And you were here
I
and
think
missed it.
I think there's a real chance that we're all reviving. But we all
No,
did
you're
lose
not.
a
This
life.
is actually the last session. I decided to kill you guys off.
Oh.
Well, I guess we're a party of our sisters?
Yes, your sisters survived.
Adventure.
Tempest doesn't even have a sister.
Okay. I'll go ahead and explain.
Tempest now has a sister.
He does
Confirmed.
not. He doesn't have one that
He
he's
does.
aware of. He doesn't
You
have
can-
any
It's a
siblings.
actually, it's
Silver,
a
you can.
clone, but
Silver,
turned female, so
Silver,
technically
you
it's a
can.
twin.
Silver,
wanna
you
go
can
that way?
borrow one of my sisters.
Yeah, Quincy has two, so someone's got to take over that.
Okay.
No, I just imagine like they just cloned him and just made it a female. It's like
Okay,
twin.
Alex. I'll try to explain everything to Galadin real quick. Very
Yeah, everyone
simply,
quiet down. Mesky.
Just shut up and let me hear him.
very simply, we all woke up as everyone saw Mesquite looking basically the same from last night. As we all decided to head over and try to follow the lead Tim had. as Mesky led the way, he started falling behind as he hit his second level exhaustion, as everyone else hit their first. As we continued on, we see a jailbreak happen at a prison, and well, Quincy decided to join in and help out with the jailbreak. As everything was going on, a little bit after they got to the front gate, finally a yellow dragon appeared, and after a little conflagration, a little, I can't say the word. Complication. Whatever. No, not that word.
Confrontation.
Confrontation.
That one. We talked to Quinn talked to the yellow dragon, as yellow dragon was basically a pet of the yellow dragon slayer. And now we're hiding. And now we're hiding out at the little side housing near the prison.
You did forget one important detail. You did forget. Yes, we do. You did forget one important detail. Zariaka threatened me over national television with my sister.
Oh,
so I was kind of pissed.
Oh,
yeah, but
only for them to come up to the prison and find his sister escaping from prison. So.
Oh, okay. So that's why the jailbreak happens.
Yeah.
Yes, I started shooting guards.
Nice.
They had snipers!
Yeah, this place has always got snipers. Get used to it.
No, not the prison,
Ezekiel,
actually. Not the prison. They didn't even
I
have
like to
snipers.
think Ezekiel, because of all of his abilities, shoots so fast they think it's multiple snipers.
There's no reason for them to assume there's just one dude sniping all of them like a badass.
There's no way they would assume that.
All right, so Quinn, you're standing there, or not sitting on a bench. Tim, you're kind of wandering around the little encampment. All of a sudden, as the sun is starting to grow a little higher in the sky, lights, burning your eyes, you see a shadow loom over the town for a moment as you look up. It appears like a storm cloud, but instead of rain, something else falls.
I'm guessing it's the dragon?
No.
It's dragon piss.
No.
Quinn, roll me.
Did you say that was
Yeah,
dragon
I'm
piss?
gonna try and catch that.
Wait,
well,
hold on. What the
you
fuck
might
did you
want
say
to.
that was dragon piss?
Exactly.
Guys, I know the answer already. It's dragon piss.
Roll me athletics or acrobatics.
Definitely
Oh,
acrobatics.
It will end up at
Get me out of
disadvantage,
there with acrobatics,
which is still a
my guy.
19.
19.
As you kind of put your pistol back together one more time, you kind of look up as you realize it's your sister falling out of the sky.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I fly up and catch her.
Yep. You manage to catch her, and the momentum of her falling actually causes you to fall out of the sky slightly.
That's fine.
But you successfully grab her. She looks worse for wear. Although something somewhat bizarre, you notice what almost looks like a rosary wrapped around her neck up until it glows and disappears as her wounds suddenly fade from her body.
Okay.
Her eyes shoot open as she gasps and goes,
You're all right. You're all right. You're all right.
and she looks at you, Quinn, and her eyes grow just size of the moon. And then she slaps the shit out of you.
I kind of saw that.
Oi, Quincy! Why
Yeah.
is the chick you just caught slapping the shit out of ya?
I will shoot you, Galadin.
Try me, bitch!
I deserve that. I do deserve that.
Try me,
I'm
bitch! You
sorry.
bully me, I bully you!
I really mean it.
That
He
man.
was on the run for 8 years. We should have mentioned that.
All right.
I'm sorry.
You deserve that. You deserve fucking nitroglycerin. Nitroglycerin in your fucking coffee. How long's it been? How long have you been gone? He grabs you by your shirt collar.
Yeah. It's all
Oh.
is all my fault.
I see it's
I-
a sibling
I'm so-
reunion.
I'm so sorry.
What? Look down. Why are we in the sky?
Oh yeah. I should probably. I am.
Yeah, down.
Yeah.
Down.
All right.
You go down to the ground, I assume you set her
Yeah.
down.
You just drop
She
her.
slaps you again.
No, I don't.
Ah, that would have been hilarious though.
And that
Belle,
one is for
I'm-
being 40 feet in the air.
Yeah. Belle, I'm genuinely so sorry.
You're so sorry. So sorry. I've been in jail for, she starts counting on her fingers, 7 years. 7 fucking years. And now is when you managed to show up. Right when I had everything all nice and planned out. I should have fucking known. Guards start
Well-
screaming about snipers. Who the hell would be shooting at the guards? Who could I fucking guess my brother shows up out of nowhere with flying boots? Why do you have flying boots?
Oh,
Hey,
you
I
think that's
mean-
the worst of
to
it,
make
sweetheart?
Flying boots.
You think that's the strangest thing?
Sweetheart, that ain't the
Man.
worst of it.
That ain't the
Your
strangest
sister's
thing.
badass.
That ain't the strangest thing, sweetie.
Why? What the hell?
I'm
What's this night?
Not a night, first of all. Second of
You're
all.
wearing a helmet.
Yeah.
Look, we're
I'm
gonna
not-
look. Can we just get out of here before anything?
This is more or less a safe location, so we could more or less chill.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, safe location. Literally like 20 feet away from the prison I just broke out of. Real
mean-
safe location there, buddy.
Well, safer.
Yeah, good job. Good job, Tim. You kept up with the plot. By the way, it's safe. We're only just outside of a prison with the police force that wants us all dead.
They don't know that we're here.
Yes.
Debatable.
Oh yeah,
I
you
mean,
don't get
they
used to
they
that.
certainly want me and my recently prison escape sister.
They certainly want me and Jack,
I
who
wanna see
also
the TV
recently
now.
escaped prison.
Um,
I mean, to be fair, they want us
Well-
all.
got
This is
all
not
right,
exactly a
well.
competition.
anyway.
Look,
anyway,
can we just
the
get out of
party,
here?
the party, Isabel's the party.
Everyone's asleep.
I mean, I kicked the rest of you awake, but literally almost all of you have spoken. So
Half of you guys have started talking, so
Mesky is not.
I'll
And-
wake up Mesky too.
oh
Oh yeah,
I
and
will not wake up.
I'll
Ezekiel start
I'll
kicking people awake.
record-
Like, by the way, this is my sister.
I'll record my second level of exhaustion.
Oh, we've all got a level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
That's
You don't anymore. You guys slept, but we've
Oh, okay.
marched through. The moment I found out about my sister, I literally forced the party to run through the night to here, and then we fought a dragon, and I stayed up all night.
Well, you didn't fight a
We
dragon.
did that with. We
You
fought
didn't
it
know
out
she was
with
even
a level
here.
of exhaustion.
Quinn, you would only have one level of exhaustion because it's only been the one night.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Mesky still has a level of exhaustion because he's going to need 2 long rests to get over his nonsense. And Tim still
Oh
has
my
exhaustion.
god, too many of those and you'll die.
Yes, everyone
Yeah,
else
6.
is fine.
6 of those, and you'll die.
Yeah.
That's bad. Get some sleep, buddy. And
Well,
some
he did.
food.
Can I knock him out?
Can you
Alright,
who the
well-
what?
Can I knock him out, please? I just want to punch him real bad.
What?
I don't know why. I just want to.
You can punch him later.
Who are we punching?
Tim.
I
We're
didn't
punching
do
Tim?
anything.
Yeah, you can punch Tim.
Exactly. I just want to punch you.
That just seems
I thought you
mean.
were gonna say
Trust
Jack.
me, there's
Okay.
possibly something I've missed,
It's an
and I'll punch
it's an
for
inherent
it.
it's an inherent desire every humanoid in this world has.
Punch precisely Tim.
Even your sister's like, I kind of want to punch this now. No. I'm kidding.
Trust me, it's a
Well-
great feeling.
It's not a great
I
feeling
mean-
because you punch a metal helmet and it starts to
Point-
ring and your hand hurts.
Point being,
You
Yeah.
punch the guts. There's nothing there.
I mean,
Okay.
do you know where any of the others are by any chance?
What, the fellas I escaped with?
No. The rest of the family.
Oh, well. Mom and sis, they kept running. I know, well, correction. Mom, when the guards started catching up with us, Mom stayed back for a little bit to throw them off our trail. And, well, the guards caught up with us again. I stayed behind to get them off Sis's trail. And that was somewhere down at the border near Mavo, I think. Now I've been here.
Well,
So,
it's
I mean,
either a good thing or a bad thing.
Love not knowing what the fuck's going on. Yep.
and I mean, if the guards in the prison are anything to believe, they caught Paw and executed him a long time ago, but I get the feeling they were just trying to fuck with me.
Yeah.
Well, not to sound rude, but that was kind
Well-
of a given.
did that with
Am I there? Can I say anything?
Just be asleep.
I mean,
please.
you're here. You're awake.
Okay, well, I can go break him out. I'm a purely physical based fighter, and I already broke out of jail.
What? Why are you speaking in a southern accent, Jack?
That's what I want to know.
I'm
It's
not.
infectious.
I'm literally not.
No idea what
I'm
I'm
you're
just from
talking
fucking
about.
Missouri. We just have
I
that a
mean-
little bit.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
just how he
fair.
talks.
Yeah, I just never noticed it. Okay, anyway.
You
Moving
just
on.
didn't notice it
Uh,
before.
Now we're all talking about all southern bullshit. It's like, oh, Jack, why the hell are you?
We're all
Y'all got a
Southern
problem
down
with
here.
that?
Me and my
Oh,
chicken sandwich.
I don't know if I should be
No.
Alright,
offended or I should be
Australian.
proud. I don't know if I should be offended
Um,
or should be
I
proud.
said that because I'm eating a chicken sandwich.
All right. Well,
So don't be
Alright.
offended.
any news about Callum? I haven't seen him either.
I have no idea. He split off way back before us and Moss split, so.
I mean, to be fair, this is my first time back in Floregno, and there is kind of a dragon guarding the prison. If I didn't obtain some certain items before we met, that might have ended badly.
Well, to be fair, I didn't know there was a dragon guard in the fucking prison.
Well, guess what? We didn't either.
If I knew there was a dragon, I would have made a bigger explosive. But I didn't.
Well, now you do.
Man, just
Explosives
you
are
just gotta make the
surprisingly-
bomb. Just gotta
Guys,
Explosives
go,
just
go
let her
do it.
experience it.
Just
Guys,
stop worrying
Guys,
about now.
guys,
Past, and
trust
just
me on
do
this.
it.
Just let her experience it.
All right. Well, if
Uh,
we don't know exactly what they are, we still have a few more problems here in Floregno, I guess.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
guessing
wait.
those guys that came to take pictures of me had something to do with you.
Yeah, they were threatening me over something I stole from them.
All right. Now, why are we stealing from Gith?
In order to defeat dragons.
Why are we defeating? What? Wait, how did you learn about the damn dragon before I could? I was in the prison.
Well,
I mean, I didn't know.
Wrong dragon.
you-
I didn't know
Well,
there was
that's
a
a
dragon.
long
I just
story.
put my hand. You might want to sit down for this.
Look, a lot has. Okay, look, lady, a lot has happened, and we don't have a lot of time to explain if we want her out of the prison. So
You're midnight. midnight right
Oh,
now.
it's midnight?
Yeah,
Okay, we got some time. Okay, so
Galadin,
some weird shit's happened.
Galadin, hold on.
as you refer to her as lady, she slaps you too.
Yeah,
Fuck, okay, what's your name? Jeez.
Isabel.
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 Oh,
He just
okay,
explain
look,
that to all
Isabel,
y'all.
a lot of shit's happened. You see, we kind of found out that 4 dragons of the apocalypse kind of just came out of nowhere, so yeah, we're off to kill those things. Which,
All right.
okay, look, you know what, Jermaine, you can explain it.
I mean, long and complicated story short. There's a certain issue with dragons that has been popping up a lot for you. So we were preparing to fight dragons before the whole prison deal. And well, I happened to have an item, specifically the Yellow Dragon Slayer's armor, that helped us deal.
Hold up.
That helped us deal with him.
I'm sorry. The yellow, like he's real.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have the Black Dragon Slayer's axe on my back.
I mean, I see the giant black axe. I didn't realize that the black one was real too. They're all. Oh my god, they're all real.
They're all
Yes,
real.
they're all
They're
real.
all fucking.
All real. All real.
Break her reality.
So yeah, that's
I mean,
what
this
I've
isn't
been.
even the
That's
craziest
what I've
shit
been living with
you've
for the
seen.
last year almost. But
Should we tell about the dragon?
No, let's
The one
not.
dragon, you know?
Let's not talk about
Okay,
the
okay.
overlords.
You just
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of did.
that one.
we already mentioned
I was talking about the one in Mayville.
That was.
that. That's what I'm worried about. 'Cause if
Let's-
Kara, if
let's-
Kara was in Mavo, that might be an.
Let's not discuss that right now, please.
All right. I just got to get one thing straight. All right, so legendary dragon slayers are real. I
Yeah.
just saw the big ass dragon, so I guess dragons are real too. Are the
Mhm.
gods real too? Like, are the gangers down in Fuego actually?
I'm pretty sure
talking
we
some
actually
real
met
shit?
one.
Unfortunately, I do have some news there too. We kind of temporarily met the
Hey there.
time god.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you did what? You
Yeah.
How did you meet? What the motherfucking son of a bitch? Damn it!
Yeah, we met a god of time.
Yeah.
Dead.
Time.
There's been a lot going on, and strangely enough, it's the humans in Floragno that have genuinely given us the most trouble.
Yeah, funny enough, we met a time god that literally, with a flick of his wrist, could have erased us from existence, but instead
And the
realized that we were
humans are
actually
giving
worth
us
something.
trouble.
Yeah.
I
Figure
mean,
that.
to be
Slayer
fair, if he's a
the
god,
humans.
I think any of the gods can kind of do that. That smiting is a thing.
Yeah,
It's the
true.
god. Oh
You
my
know,
god.
But he specifically would have erased our memory from time. That
Yeah, a regular guy would just, kill us. This guy would have
he would have
erased
erased
us
us
from existence.
from the time
We would have
stream.
never been
all right.
born.
Regardless of what the time
Stop
god
trying to
almost
be
did to
sciencey.
us.
I'm not trying. I'm just stating. I'm just repeating.
Wibbly
things.
wobbly, tommy wimey
Really.
stuff.
Is this?
Time is really just a ball of timey-wimey stuff.
Okay, back to the story.
Anyway, so we're trying to collect all the gear of the Slayers. That is our current goal.
And the
Other
respective
than
weapons.
my personal goal of trying to find you guys when I came here. I have the Yellow Dragon Slayer armor, and the Warden of that prison is technically my mount now.
Wait, mount that. So why are you gonna ride on a warden?
No, the
The
dragon.
dragon is the Warden.
The dragon. Of course, the fucking dragon's the war. Yeah. Firstborn gets a fucking dragon. God.
I feel bad for her. Like, I legitimately feel bad.
I mean, to be fair, the family didn't give me the Yellow Dragon Slayer armor. I kind of had to break into, whatever.
I kind of had to commit some crime.
I mean,
They're a crime family. I think it's part of the deal.
But why
think it's
I'm
called
bringing
the
this up
Yakuza?
is with the armor, I do have access to Zaraka's servers, so we might be able to find out what happened to the rest of us. And in order for us to successfully take the warden with us, we do have to release all of his children. Or children? I didn't really ask.
his children. That's what he's asked.
Okay, are they like actual dragons or?
Yes, probably.
They're actual dragons. We temper off
Alright.
the one
we
with
got
the
our
coils
ass.
coming out of it.
Should we
Hey,
talk
sorry
about
for fighting for my life there.
No problem. We didn't kill it.
We didn't kill
Alright.
it yet.
All right.
Yeah, I know. What do you mean
So if
yet? I thought he was a pet.
Well, yeah.
If I got one thing straight here, we're gonna go fuck over Zaraka, which I'm game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need 3 things before we do that, though.
Okay.
Can
Are
I
done?
be of assistance?
Number 1, I need enough chemicals to blow up a small nation.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Number 2, I'm gonna
We can
need
try and do that.
I'm gonna need at least some of the fancy dancy equipment you guys got, because I really don't want to take a bullet to the chest.
We can
you
do
could.
that.
I mean,
I have
could.
leather armor.
Are you good with
The
heavy
fuck you mean
armor?
fancy?
I'm good with whatever keeps me alive.
So light
All right,
armor?
just let me get changed.
No, hold on, dude. Seriously. Let her
Hold on.
explain the third thing. Jeez.
I mean, yeah.
I can just give her my light armor.
Alright. And number 3, I'm gonna get a pair of steel-toed boots to show up the ass of whoever sent me into that goddamn prison.
God.
Want me to off them?
I mean, I got a sword that you can shove up
Slides
their ass.
thumb across the throat. Want me to?
Nah, swords don't send a message. Swords just kill people.
Yeah, but
have a
but shoving one
sword,
up an ass would.
Alright, well, certainly can attempt to be done.
That ain't no attempt. You got all this shit? You got these knuckleheads together
see-
and did all this business?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
we're
exactly. That's exactly what I've been curious about this entire fucking time. We've done all this. I've only gotten to a forge fucking 4 times in this entire trip. And one of them I couldn't even use.
One of them you decided not to even use.
Yeah.
That's true. So yeah, chemicals and forges have been complicated, but honestly, we're in Floreg now, and I think we can deal with that.
Yeah,
Where are
I'm guessing we can probably, I don't know, sell one of these guys' left shoe and get enough gold to buy our own mansion.
I mean, I could sell my left leg.
Who the fuck wants to buy
Oh,
your
we're
leg?
gonna bring that up that way.
Just lifts the leg.
Wait, are you now going?
Now just
Are
in
you
context,
now
please.
just gonna mention that you have a
No,
golden
no
leg?
context. No context for that.
I'll give
No
context.
context.
What, your golden leg that you
You
have?
just
No,
did, yes,
don't
we heard
ruin
that.
it. Jeez.
No. Put hands over your mouth and don't ruin it.
Nah,
It'd
but
be a running gag. It'd be
Nah,
hilarious.
either way, I have 200 platinum in my pocket, so we can pay for chem.
200? That's more than we make in a fucking month. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's what I said when I first met him, but
I mean, I'm rapidly running out of money.
Rapidly.
Yeah, because we
I-
never get paid anything.
Yeah, we haven't been.
We really need to fix that.
Yeah, we really need to
Okay.
stop. I mean, we've been kind of busy with the whole trying to save the world spiel, but still.
All right.
Still.
First things first.
Bit of a problem.
Let's skedaddle out of here a little quicker now,
Yeah.
since I
Okay.
think we got at least
Stay
everything a
by
little more
me.
straight.
I am Meat Shield.
Dragon
I will
is
blow
safe.
your
The rest of
ass
the
off.
guards. Dragon is safe. The rest of Zaraka does not know about our deal with the dragon. So yes, the entirety of Zaraka is still after.
Wait, so the dragon's on our side and is gonna play.
No, the yellow
The
Like
dragon
undercover?
is the yellow dragon side is on our side as long as we successfully release their children.
alive, of
Good.
course.
Either way, we do have to find a place to stay that is further from the prison, so let's go.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Let's get away from here, cause longer we're here, the more likely we're gonna get caught.
Hey,
If any of you
Sunbreakers?
guys got like a hat or a shirt I can borrow, I mean, I don't mind walking across the desert topless, but
Oh.
I'd rather be covered up.
On that thought,
Yeah,
Tim,
Tempest-
your Dragon Slayer armor, the former set you were wearing,
Yeah. What about it?
can you put that on and I'll put on the guard
Yeah.
armor you have right now?
Yeah. I'll.
Okay, what time is it, real quick? Can I get that understood?
I'm gonna say it's getting close to noon. Not quite noon yet, but getting close.
After I put on the guard armor, I'll also put on the helmet, and I'll give my sister the entire set of disguised Yellow Dragon Slayer, the stuff that makes you fuzzy.
I think that only
Fuzzy?
works for
The
us.
formal clothes.
Messy's gonna start waking up.
Would it? Wait, Rue, would it only work for us? Would we know that?
Still.
Putting the outfit on, you kind of lose track of her for a second.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay, that works.
That will make it so that anyone who's looking for you cannot recognize.
Alright, so you can literally like just go wherever you want as long as. And I was in prison for how long again?
I got that in the last couple of months, first of all. Second of all, it's a fucking giant prison that's hard to break in or out of. You successfully broke out after how long again?
I'm sorry, there's only so much goddamn explosives prisoners can shove up their ass. Took me a little while.
Okay,
You
can we
shut
have
up.
a
That sounds
discipline
fun.
level
We
until
did not
after
need-
we're out?
We did not need a mental image.
That's
did
fucking
you?
badass.
What's with all the yelling?
Oh, Ezekiel's sisters got out.
Ezekiel, your sister's badass.
Damn right, I'm badass. Any of y'all got a smoke?
Sorry, don't do that.
Nope.
My
I'm
life's
not a
already
Here's
gone
the
for
smoker.
the line.
cigar I stole.
I'm gonna pull out my smoking pipe with some of my tobacco, and I'm going to pass it.
Little old fashioned, but I'll take it.
Where's my...
When
No,
you know
this-
what? No, I'm not even gonna ask when you started smoking because there were an 8-year segment when you were in prison. That's
You know, I need a way to carry my violin because I don't know who's carrying it now.
I'll carry
probably
it.
Have you checked
one
your
of the
ass?
2 bags of holding. There are 2 bags of holding amongst the party.
Yeah, and I'm holding one of them.
Not-
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Do you all just have magical items up the ass or something?
No,
No,
I
I
have it
don't.
on my back.
I mean, I have a lot.
I have it on my back, actually.
As I look at everyone with a magical weapon.
Oh yeah, I'll also hand her the 200 platinum and one of my pistols.
All decked out, I see.
All decked out as should be.
and she looks down at the rather short girl that's kind of just still wearing farmer's clothes and a rosary. Why are you running around with a homeless girl?
That's Missy's sister.
Don't call my well, actually, I guess we are homeless.
I mean, we're all homeless.
We are all homeless, dude.
I haven't thought of it for years, okay? I was fucking running for my life. As I raise my hand, as my jacket's not fully on, as it slips down, and you can fully see my metal arm. I'm not in a good mood. I'm grumpy.
Man,
Understandable.
You don't sound
So-
like you're in a good mood.
All right, and you also have a cyborg on your crew.
The hell's a
years.
cyborg?
8 years.
The hell's a cyborg?
He's more of a bard. Honestly, just about everything you're seeing right now happened within the last year. Before this, I was struggling to make ends meet at all. I could barely afford ammo. I just lucked out.
Oh no, you poor baby! You couldn't afford bullets. Wow.
Well, how am I supposed to break into a prison without bullets?
I
you
mean,
get
could always
the
get
good
one of these
bros.
things.
You
as
just
I
go
shoot
to
my
you,
bow and
you
arrow.
just go to my town, ask for help from any
I
of
didn't.
my former
we
minions.
didn't even
that's
know about you.
I didn't fucking know you, Jack.
None of
I
us
mean,
knew
you
you
say that.
existed.
If you could go back in time, you should do that.
Go back in
Just
time, meet each other at a
grab
Oh
different
yes,
time.
discover the
and
secrets of
all of
time
them.
travel while in a prison.
All right, so
I mean, I literally died once on the way here, so we can calm
And
down.
there's a bomb.
Yeah.
Wait,
There's the
are you?
bomb.
Wait,
What?
uh, you do realize that not every person's used to that concept, right?
what?
Oh
Near
no,
death?
I'm fully aware she. Oh no, not near
Oh.
death, literal death.
What do you mean literal death? Like they had to shock you back to life or something?
No, as in we
Have you-
died and then we
have you
came
ever
back
heard-
to life.
Have you ever heard of
Except I
a?
forgot I had a sister.
Have
Shut
you
up.
ever? Have you ever heard of a hollow?
I remember hearing rumors about it, but that was like way back before prison.
I'm gonna move my leather armor to show the not so tiny hole right near my heart.
Different kind of hollow.
No, accurate.
No,
This
no,
is more
same
Dark
hole.
Souls. You're thinking Bleach.
That's literally what he described the
It's
hollification is.
There's
Both
a
do
black spot somewhere on our body.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's not a hole.
It's both.
It's a black void. Whatever.
It's like
both.
the one
Just,
thing in
it's a
Dark
black
Souls
circle.
1
Get
is
I'm
over
gonna
it.
whack you with
bunch
your own battle axe. Relax.
Anyway, like I said, lots happened in the last year. Well,
Yeah.
back to the city, I suppose. And yeah, I put on the full set of police armor, and I assume Tim gets back into his set
Yep.
of Dragon Slayer armor.
Are we just doing this like and getting naked in front of each other, hanging out in a
No,
tent for
we're
half a
gonna
minute?
find somewhere here to change.
Okay. Just wanted that clarification.
Yeah.
I'm
Anyone
going
looked at
to
my
try
sister?
to find a place to get a new shirt.
For the most part, there would not really be.
Do you
no.
want to borrow my Rubra shirt?
I mean, I still have my
Or have
full.
What is your Rubra shirt?
It's one of those like loose-fitting silk shirts that I described.
With sleeves?
Yeah, it has sleeves.
No.
Sure. I mean, you can cut them off. I don't.
No, because I don't like that. Cutting them off would
How
just look
about
horrible.
we just go clothes shopping when we get back into town?
Well,
I'm kind of running from the police.
no, Come on, Jack.
Oh,
You have to have realized by now that literally.
I flick
all
him with my
this-
middle arm.
For once, I'm not the
Realize
one on the
what?
receiving end on that.
You have a helmet on.
Honestly, right now in our current state, you're probably the least in danger out of all of us of getting found out. As I point to my sister.
That's new. I
Who's
don't like
echoing?
that echo at all.
Yeah, I don't know why Galadin is echoing.
I don't know either.
Oh, hold on. Hold
You
on.
didn't
Shut
know.
up.
Did you fix it,
Corona.
Boyle? Hey, he did.
There we go.
Uh,
I guess
All
we're
right, so
going
we-
back to the city. Fuck.
woo.
Gotta love it.
This ought to be fun.
Hey, you guys are there. All right, so it'll most certainly take you another day to get within city limits. So I'm gonna have you boys roll me. Quinn, I'll let you do the honors of a D20.
Mm.
Do,
Mm.
do.
Another dragon. Let's go. Probably not.
I mean, it's an 18, so
Could be nothing as well. That's also a possibility.
shut up.
It's never nothing.
It was nothing when I rolled a 17.
You never know.
Just
I don't know. I'm
let
just
the man
paranoid,
find his
don't mind me.
sheet.
Yeah. You guys continue making your way down through the deserts, just kind of marching. It's hot as hell.
Wait, are we
as
not
to be
resting?
expected.
Oh, wait,
I-
this is just the regular day.
We
You're just
just
walking.
rest.
Yeah, just
We just rested, my guy.
Okay, so
No,
We're
I'm being
going
stupid.
to. We're going to rest. We're not going to travel through the night again. We're going.
oh yeah.
Please,
But
I need to
by
get
the
rid of
time-
this last exhaustion.
By the time the sun goes down, you guys basically hit city limits, and I assume we're descending back down into the slums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know it.
All right, so you guys set yourselves up a good like safe house or something.
What about the Sandbreakers?
Aren't we with the boomers?
I mean, we could go
Oh,
back.
wait, I forgot
We
the
could
name.
go back with the boomers.
That's
The Boomers,
perfect.
that's it.
Because they may have actually supplies that she might want.
They would.
I mean, that's true.
Galadin, to get you caught up, the gang that is technically following the same god as Tim is called the Boomers.
Oh,
I know. Ugh.
great.
And Isabella looks around at you guys. It's like, you guys, fuck. So, you guys managed to get an in with the Boomers.
This guy kind
He
of follows
did.
the same god as I point to Tim.
Tempest goes, yo.
Shh, shut up, Tim. No, no X. Oh no.
Look, can we just go now?
Yeah.
Oh,
let's-
wait, no, we're already on the way.
Just long story.
All right. I like him a little more.
By the way, Mesky is yet to
Don't.
actually get Quinn's sister's name now. Because he was asleep.
That's fair.
We're not pulling another Jack.
Everybody
Not
but
pulling a
Mesky
jack.
knows the name.
I'll be right back.
But I
Jack's
assume we're just
sister still unnamed.
Dear
To
God.
this day.
Oh,
I
no, she
tried
does.
asking for it, but she was too in shock to answer.
You guys, it's the best part because I have her name.
I tried to get it at the end, but everyone fucking pulled me away from it.
I tried
I
to
know.
get it when I lost my memory, but she wouldn't tell me.
All right, so beeline it to the boomer.
I cut her
You
ear
know
off.
what?
I don't.
All right, you guys
Are we
get
taking
in
a long
there.
rest?
Yeah,
At
once
the
we get
boomers,
there.
I would hope so.
Before
not-
then, because you said it took a day to get to the boomers, or
Well,
out of.
I think
from the
what
boomers to
happened
the
is
end of
we
the city.
left. We left late in the. No, we didn't leave.
I'm
late.
confused
We
by
left
the
at
fucking
around noon.
times.
We're getting there at about late night.
Galadin, you shush it. You weren't here earlier.
I was heard it was noon when we left.
No, I said it took you guys the whole day to get out of town. And
Oh
then
yeah,
it took
the town
you
parts.
basically the rest of the night to reach the Citadel. So I would say you will probably end up sleeping through the next morning when you get to the boomers.
The boomers.
Unless you are
That
that
seems
desperate
about
for me to
right.
give you some more levels of exhaustion.
No,
I'm
no.
just trying to make sure I don't get exhaustion again. That's all I'm trying to make sure of.
Yes, I know. So
Boomer. You got that, boomer?
you guys get to the boomer.
All right, I'm back.
Oh.
You missed out on all the boomer jokes. Now you don't get to make any.
None whatsoever.
And
Boomer.
You're a boomer.
Okay, boomer.
and Isabella kind of takes some time of like slightly investigating the hallways that they said not to go down. She kind of even gets down real low, just like, my God, these guys are good at making explosive traps. I like it here.
I knew it.
Well, that works out.
Tippus knew that she would
knew it.
like this group. She seems very chaotic.
No, what they
I
gave that
literally-
away.
I blew my way out of a prison. No, I'm completely lawful, sir.
No, it didn't say that in character, obviously.
No, it's not obvious, Tim.
You use your accent whenever you say stuff. If you're
Or
not
lack thereof.
speaking in character, speak normal.
I am
I
speaking
would just
normally.
say, I would say announce when you're saying something out of character, not after you say it.
Well, out of character, that's what I said.
Or you can try
Okay.
typing in things you want to mention.
Anyways, I assume we're just going for a lovely long rest.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Not an amazing nap, as halfway through it you do get woken up by that breakfast bell, but you guys just kind of crash back out to finish out the rest of your rest. The next morning, you guys wake up, not feeling great. That was a long journey.
Okay,
the night
I'm off.
before, exhaustion's not fun. But Isabella is up and ready to go, and she's already like, all right, slowpokes, get the hell out your pews. We got shit to do.
Yeah. If anyone's gonna be able to get the supplies you need
I
in order
spelled
to make
stretching wrong.
that bomb of yours, it's these guys.
Like fucking seagulls from Nemo. Many of the people in the room just hop up from their pews. It's like bomb, 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 bomb.
And I say,
As Isabella
Sorry. Go ahead.
Isabella practically clasps her hands together in prayer. She just goes, "These are my people. They understand me."
Yes. So do I.
Now, see, you seem a little too like goody two shoes.
Bitch, I broke out of prison. I mean, jail.
The second I
I'm
they did
going
that,
to I'm going to
I
whisper
literally
over to her.
walked the fuck out.
He is too goody two shoes, but he's also the reason we got in. So don't tell them.
I don't do that. I don't need it now.
All right. So, step one.
Yes.
I mean, I assume you guys have a plan for getting in there, and I'm
Yeah.
planning to blow shit up, but
Yes.
Can I go with her?
Step one, I'm going to take a moment to gather some. And I start setting up the doorway.
Yep.
Can I go with Miss Explosion?
Her
you have to
name
stay
is
5 feet
Isabel.
away from me. But sure.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
but I
can-
like the
we're
nickname Miss
probably
Explosion.
probably gonna
Sounds
traveling
cool.
together for.
I mean, we'll go probably be
I
there
mean,
all
if
together.
I
if you're
mean,
gonna go with
wouldn't you
nicknaming
rather have
me,
someone with her who can
i-
fight
Jack,
really
shut up.
well?
if you're gonna go with nicknaming me, I'd prefer to go with like Bon Voyage. That sounds cool.
Oh, that is good. That's real good. Bon voyage
You
sounds
know,
real
you
good.
remind me from
Nah,
someone with my
nah.
village.
Not again.
He was always obsessed with explosives.
She actually
had
kind of
ex-
reminds me of a crazy kobold named Merle.
Yeah, we grew our own fertilizer, and
Mm.
if you use it the wrong way, kaboom!
No, Merle
Yeah,
actually
I'm
wanted
aware.
to go to the moon.
The moon.
Yeah, blow himself up.
Blow himself up to get to the moon.
Yeah,
Missy's
pretty
going
much.
Guys,
out to
please
actually get some
I don't
focus.
actual
need to
food.
be a science whiz to know that's not how that works.
He thought he could do it with with these people's cannon. No joke.
Alright. Step one is I'm going to spend some time gathering. And I will get in the armor and I will access Zerai Corp and try and find any blueprints, information about where they're keeping the dragon. As much info as I can get through that.
All right. It will pop up with a reading. It says wireless connection will cost charge.
That's what I thought. We
Alright.
really don't want to spend the effort to plug this in before we get the information. Oh boy, I
it
gotta find a way to charge this thing.
It consumes a bit of charge, but it connects to the servers. Yeah, blueprints. Well, what are we wanting to look for first?
Where the dragons, where they are.
It will pull up blueprints for the Citadel area you are at.
Yeah. All right.
And it will show the main blueprints for the building, which features mostly power generators and conduits and whatnot. And then there's the basement level, wherein there seems to be several floors of massive cages.
Is there anywhere else they're being kept, or only?
As far as like pulling up blueprints for it, there does not seem to be anything else of where like dragons are being held.
All right. Yeah, I'll pull out the schematics and layout of the entire building. And get the
of the Citadel place?
Yeah.
All right. There would be several access points into that area, although it does note there is one extremely large access point, which lines up with that tower that the Yellow
Alright.
Dragon had burst out of. And that seems to be the most direct path in and out of the place without having to go through the various
I
tower
mean, a
stations
big
and
enough
generator rooms.
explosion will deal with any wall in our way.
Question, DM. Could I try to convince the boomers of a grand scale attack on that citadel to cause so much chaos for the city?
I mean, we can release a lot of prisoners.
Yeah, that's
You
the angle
could-
I'm kind of going off with.
You could try and approach one of them and see if they'd be down for it.
Yeah, I'm basically having that little conversation in the background while all this is happening in the foreground.
After that, I'm going to. Oh, sorry.
Roll persuasion for me, Tim.
Would it be with? Could it be with advantage since I'm, more or less using chaos?
I will say, tell me what you're going to offer these guys.
Yeah, say what you're gonna do.
Okay, so I got a bit of an interesting deal for you guys, if you're interested. The deal is that we're gonna be attacking the prison citadel. We're gonna be releasing a ton of prisoners and causing so much havoc for Regno. At the same time, we're probably gonna be taking care of Zariaka. So we're gonna be causing as much noise and one of the most deadliest attacks that this city will ever see. What do you say? You boys in?
You certainly get the attention of a few of them. One of them kind of hollers up. It's like, well, this big of an attack, that's going to end up on the news, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Ha. I mean, our tiny little attacks have ended up on.
I mean, if our small attacks are getting on the news, imagine a grand scale attack. We would be on the news for months.
A lot of the guys kind of look to each other. We need 24 hours to get everything set up.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
All right. After I look up the schematics, I'm going to look for guard shift.
I would say you find in the database the scheduling system.
All right.
And it does give you the
And I
option
will-
to adjust the scheduling system if you saw fit.
Whew. Can't be too up. I'm going to adjust it so that they shift in such a way. It's just going to be slightly off, and it's going to give us just a moment of time to try and attack. But I'm going to adjust it so that that large entrance tower is practically unguarded for a couple minutes. Just for a little bit of time.
Say as far as the scheduling goes, that tower itself is not guarded from the outside, and from the inside there are only guards.
Dragon.
There's only guards on the outside, or not the outside, the outside of that cell.
Then you know
It
what?
doesn't seem that particular room is guarded.
Without changing things too much, I'm just gonna look for kinks in the system because I don't want to warn them ahead of time.
I would say probably the best thing you could manage to shift around is you could probably cause a guard, like all the guards, to change shift at about the same time. So
Yeah,
all the
that's
guards are getting off and getting on at at the same time. They're both in the guard room. Like, hey, who's keeping an eye on everything?
I don't know. Boom.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Alright.
I'll double check any extra security measures, including like alarms and stuff. Then, as a final fuck you to Zoraika, I'm going to search up as much dirty bullshit on their servers as they have, post it online, and try and remotely fry their server.
Good on you.
As far as alarms and everything, it seems that nearly all of those cells are hooked up to what is effectively like the security mainframe. If anything happens to those cells, that entire building is lit up.
I'm going to, after this, I'm going to try and buy the materials for an EMP, but I'm going to try and upscale.
Ooh, I like it. We will see how that goes. As far as dirt, give me an investigation roll.
I'll enhance ability for this shit.
Okay. I hope you do.
Fuck Zorak. They fucked with me at the wrong. I was thinking of being their ally and shit. Nah, fucked with me at the wrong time. 25.
All right. As you're digging through, as much sensitive data as you can hunt down, there are two.
I will not post anything about the Citadel itself to keep their eyes.
You wouldn't really find, like, as far as like stuff that's like very securely locked, you really wouldn't find much regarding the Citadel and stuff. That stuff is under lock and key, but not to the same scrutiny.
Yeah.
What you end up finding is
let's get to Pocklick. Lock picking.
What you end up finding on the servers is blueprints for things you've never even heard of. The levels of technology that they actually have access to almost boggle your mind. And you see various messages and files and emails all dedicated to the Zoraika has been very slowly and purposefully leaking out little bits of technology over just decades upon decades. They've had things like television since before your grandfather was born.
I'm going
and it's only recently.
I'm gonna download the shit out of those.
The fuck is going on here, mate?
The other thing you find is there is a section, that there is a place within the Zoraika headquarters that is, more or less, it's not on any of the official blueprints. It's somewhere underneath the headquarters that's hidden from anything else, except for a few, message boards or blueprints of that specific room, not even on the original plans. But what's in there appears to be a piece of tech that is so valuable that there's only a handful of people within Zoraika that have accessed the file.
Let's take it.
Oh,
No.
absolutely.
I don't care what it is, let's take it.
We're not going for that immediately.
Well, yeah, we're not
Right
going
now, as a major distraction for this entire Citadel, I'm going to post a bunch of information about that stuff. They are going to be swarming for control for a little while.
Are we just going with posting information of they've been hiding stuff, or literally releasing blueprints of impossible things out to Florek now?
I'm going to release some of the more harmless things and say that they've been hiding.
I mean, for the most part, it
We
is a lot
are
of harmless
anonymous.
things.
Oh, then I'm releasing anything I think isn't a weapon of some sort. I'm going to release it.
Yeah, I would say there was
Just releases an atomic bomb. Blueprint. Oh,
Haha.
this looks harmless.
There's actually very few things on their servers that appear to be things like weapons. It is mostly like what we would call common day items. Like the technology of building a car is on their servers that they just they just didn't release.
Oh.
And
Sorry, go again.
post it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to send the information about that secret tech directly to a Yanko page.
Ooh. All right. This is gonna cause some problems.
Have fun, Zoraika.
Yep.
And
All
before
right.
their servers shut down, I'm just going to message you shouldn't have threatened.
Just to their server system.
To the entire Zoraika server system. And
Mhm.
after that message is sent, I'm going to try and fry them.
Oh, like fry. Oh.
Yeah, fuck up their servers.
The suit would allow the upload of a virus of that kind. However, it is going to cost more charge if you wanted to.
Yes.
Okay. You upload to that, and yeah, that happens. I don't think there's a way you can visualize that from where you are, but that thing is uploaded and it pops up with the warning. Warning. Power armor at 22%.
All right. Well, we should be hearing about Zoraika in the news shortly. They're going to be distracted a bit, and I'm going to relay every bit of information I found, pretty much, to everyone.
All right. So yeah.
And then I'm gonna go shopping for, and then I'm going to eventually go shopping for EMP parts.
Okay.
Yep. And I'm basically like while I'm looking at like some blueprints, I'm like looking at what's the rack of buildings. I'm basically like marking them on maps. So like put a bomb here, 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 some here, etc.
Well, as long as Jermaine can give them a good idea of the blueprint,
Oh yeah. I was just
they would immediately go with like, no. Here is where we need to go, especially down.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense.
They've just been waiting for someone to give them the opportunity for this one.
Yeah, like we literally
Full.
we are basically gift wrapping terrorist organizations new
Because I
attack.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Terrorist time.
oh, what do you think about interchanging intervals? Like they don't know which one will hit next, you know?
Oh, no, just about nothing's blowing up at the same time. One after another for like an hour. That whole place is gonna light up.
Oh yeah.
Well, there's a small problem. You guys are setting up this. You know, we can get this set up, but we do need a little coin to get us through this.
Back.
How much coin are we talking about?
No, a coin. A certain coin.
No, a lot of coins, not just one.
Yeah, that's why I asked how much.
No one even knows about that one coin specifically.
I mean, I'd say at least 50 platinum. That's gonna be like bare bonesing it. But if you guys got more,
Sorry, what is this for?
oh, we're blowing up the prison.
I will give them the exact amount of 50 platinum that I have remaining after I gave my sister 200.
I'm gonna give them 2 extra platinum.
Oh wow, 52 platinum. My God, you guys are generous.
I
We're making profits here.
Actually,
Mike!
Oh, actually,
and then I pull out I pull out a single small gem. This should be about worth 1,000 gold, and I toss it.
Yeah, I guess I might not need to drop
If
my
you
2
can
gold.
find buyers.
Oh, we got buyers. We got buyers. We got sellers. We got everything we need. It's just they're bonesing it.
In that case, I will give them about what I think the EMP materials will cost in those gems.
Like giving them the instruction to go get these parts as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so what's happened between now
Okay.
and then? So we're blowing up
Uh,
a prison.
So in theory, right now they have 62 platinum worth of gold, and then I'll pay them whatever beyond that.
Okay. Quinn, go ahead. Tell Galadin the stuff we found out about Zoraika.
I discovered blueprints, guard schedules, all that stuff. And then while hacking, I also went into their servers. I discovered technology they hadn't released to the public, and
Yeah, I was there
a
for that part.
super piece of technology that I announced to the world, pretty much.
No,
Now we're talking to the boomers, the cult boys, about
Actually, how much
blowing
gold?
up the prison and releasing the
How
dragon.
much gold is 1 platinum?
10.
10.
Because I have like
more than
307.
you could afford.
Because I have 370 pieces of gold
The payments dealt with.
that I could add on
Like
to
they
it.
said, more
Oh wait, Yeah.
more money means more explosions. That's how they're saying it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give them
Then
300
you put
and I'm gonna give them
low
350
explosion.
gold.
Some other stuff for you to get at Coles.
the gem I gave them is actually worth 100.
Well, I'm still
The
giving
gem
them
and go, boys.
I am still giving them the 300 and
So that's another 30. So
And
182 platinum is now in there.
oh yeah, that should be more than enough, shouldn't it?
We just supplied terrorists with 182 platinum.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
Guys,
depending
just watch
on
number 2.
depending on how we do this, there won't be rubble left over. Also, this is gonna black out the city. This is gonna be awesome.
Do be a little bit
Okay.
careful about killing the prisoners inside while we're trying to release them. I'm
Yeah, I
more
was
worried
about to
about
say-
I'm more worried about the dragons, but nah, they don't know
Yeah.
about those.
Yeah, we're not gonna mention that
Yeah.
as part of our plan.
Oh no, really?
Well, I mean, yeah, we won't hit the prison at all until like things are already in chaos. We'll just blow up the power grid.
Oh yeah,
Sounds good.
sounds like a plan.
The power grid is below the power grid is where the dragon cells are. Yes, I like it.
Yeah, perfect.
We gotta release the dragons while they distract.
Yeah. Let's just go and get ready.
Yep.
So, for the next 24 hours, Quinn, you've gotten your things of getting set up. I assume you're just going to go with building the EMP stuff once they bring you the parts.
Yep.
Oh, it's really tempting to do a meditation right now.
Don't
Tim,
dare.
you go through like you kind of go along with the boomers, kind of understanding what their plan is and all of this, and just kind of recording that in your own head, just so you're along with them.
Yeah, because I still have to keep up the whole fact that I'm a chaos, even though I'm order.
Isabella will absolutely be helping and even pointing out some of the
And he goes,
this time that.
and he goes, well, when she tells me, he'll thank her and thank the boomers.
And as for
and
everyone else,
I'll get the radios charged and set up for the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
perfect. Was there any other planning that the rest of you wanted to try and do?
And I posted my
I-
planning in the chat. I'm gonna use my poisoner's kit to dip 10 of my arrows in poison.
Absolutely.
Did you? That's 24 hours. You could do a lot more than that. I'm planning to go and scout out said
I
wherever the hell that is.
well,
Whatever the hell that is.
it's a day away, so
Oh, okay.
you guys are in the
Yeah.
city. It's over there.
We also already through online means have just about everything we need scouting.
I'm gonna see if I can
Okay.
get some good medium armor.
Do we
Some
not
good
have
medium
anything
armor.
we're dealing with?
You-
or-
Yeah, medium armor.
Why do you need armor? Don't you have unarmored defense?
No,
No.
he has a. He's able to use his con as his armor bonus.
Yeah.
So like armor plus dex mod. Instead, it's armor plus con mod for him.
Yeah, I'm at, but it's
Mm-hmm.
and since I'm a fighter, I can medium armor.
I would say as long as you can pay for it, there's no reason you couldn't get some medium armor.
Shit, I'm broke as fuck.
I ain't giving you shit, boy. I ain't a helicopter dad. Deal with
Can
it
I?
yourself.
Can I make some money?
How would you go about making money while also trying to keep your identity a secret?
How much do you need?
Or Zane might offer you some money.
I have that one suit.
How much
Still,
do
yeah.
you need?
When they start looking for me, they can't tell it's me.
How much money do you need?
I don't know yet.
We'll
What
find
armor are you
out,
buying?
stupid.
Literally online, it
Yes.
gives you the gold prices. Just look
I don't
up.
know what armors they
Look
have in
up-
this town.
Look up
Just
armor
go and
5e
ask
and
it.
probably find it.
Fucking. Oh.
I mean,
Oh.
Okay. You could find a decent suit of scale mail armor for 50 gold.
There you go.
Scale mail?
50 gold is what? Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going
Sounds
to
about right.
give Jack 5 platinum and you can shut your face.
Oh yeah, I'm also going to have the boomers get their hands on a gas mask.
Right. Do you add your one modifier with medium armor?
You would add dex modifier up to 2. So, Jack, it would be a 14 plus 2, so you should have a AC of 16.
How do I have a
That's
higher
good.
AC than you?
Neat.
Because you have better dexterity.
No, I have
You
better,
move.
Is that really how it? Okay.
That
Yes.
I have
is
better
what-
You can-
constitution. I use constitution, not
dodge.
dexterity.
You can dodge better.
Shield.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
can take a hit
Mhm.
better now because I have better armor.
Yes, we get it.
Very
And
true,
yeah,
Jack.
I'll
Do
also
I
have
need
the
a
boomers.
post iron chin?
Jack, we get it.
with that?
We
we
got
get it.
Jack, we get it.
Are you yelling from your car?
Maybe.
Possibly.
I have a car.
I'll
might be in my
also
car.
have the boomers get me a gas mask.
They just hand you one. They didn't have to go get it. It was just, they already had one.
Sweet. All right.
Christ, you
I have
guys
Now,
plans
are-
for that later.
Quincy.
Nothing immediately. Yeah.
Wait, do
Quincy,
you
I have
guys
something
have
very
smoke
important to
bombs?
ask you.
What?
Are you my mummy?
Oh, yes.
Shut the fuck up.
Doctor Who
Are you
reference.
my mummy?
All right.
Zane, are you my mummy?
Jack gets his little armor buff.
I don't have to be your mummy, but I can be your best friend.
Zane's got poison. Quinn's got plans. Tim's got plans.
Galadin wants some smoke grenades.
They can
Oh.
probably provide you with 1 or 2 smoke grenades.
I'll take 2.
They will
Also,
get you 2 smoke grenades.
if spread in the air, what would be the
I'm actually wondering something, DM. You probably thought against this, but because I wield the glaive of the Green Dragon Slayer, does that give me any
Mhm.
form of poison immunity while I use it, or no?
You would have to
Probably
have the
the armor.
armor.
God, I figured as much. All right, just want to make sure.
Yes.
Damn.
It'll probably give you resistance, not immunity as well. Because mine
Yeah.
gave me resistance.
I believe if you manage to figure out a way to turn it into a gas, it will just kill people.
That's
Don't
what I
tempt
hope.
me.
No, we're talking. Ooh, wait, you can help me. Hey Zane, you want to work on a little school project together?
Oh
Some
boy!
project.
What is it? What
my.
even is this episode? This is just basically the terrorist episode.
I'm
were
going to
never
use
the
my
good
alchemy
guys.
kit to try and turn the venom into a gaseous form, and I'm going to have Zane help me try and improve or retain its potency while in the air.
Sure, I'm okay with that. I
Hey,
have the
don't you
skill
want
for a
the
reason.
recruiters to help out with this?
Huh?
We require a test subject for our experiment.
No, we do not.
Okay. I'll test it.
I mean, we won't be able to tell
Oh,
its
yeah.
effects on you.
I can tell you how it tastes.
That plus closed room is not
Also,
a good
I
idea.
don't have that much. I'll probably only be able to make one or two.
I like how immediately you said I can tell you how it tastes. I'm just like, yeah. I mean, that is helpful.
Yeah. So yeah, I suggest everyone who's not immune to poison gets themselves a gas.
Oh yeah, I'll grab
Yeah.
myself
Chuck me a
one.
gas. Chuck me, guys. Can you get me one of these gas masks?
Yeah,
can
give
I-
me one
can
too,
I have- Yeah.
if you don't mind.
Purple worm poison is already. Oh my god.
I know.
12d8,
Mm.
yeah.
12d6. Christ.
Now you know why it's a bad
12 still
idea
makes
to
us
give
look sick.
players items.
Yeah, that's what would have killed you if you weren't immune to poison.
Yeah.
Damn, son.
Yeah,
I mean,
first
they can
game
both
almost
save
killed.
for taking
Wonderful.
puffs,
Hey,
but-
the good thing about this Rue is that I only have one vial, so I'll probably only be able to make one dosage of this extremely dangerous gas.
Oh yeah.
He also has another, at least another vial's worth.
Didn't he already drink it?
No, I didn't drink any of the poison. Why would I drink
What
it?
the fuck?
I
I
thought
know,
you
you
drank.
said you'd be able to tell how it tastes.
I thought you made a bet with someone that you could survive it.
No, I said that I could do that.
You,
Oh, okay.
you know, it'd be
That was
kind of
just your-
cool if you mixed your drinks with venom, and that's how you in poison.
Well,
That's how you became immune.
it-
That would have been funny.
I mean, no, he was born immune, but yeah, that would be.
I'm just thinking in my head, like headcanon. I'm like, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a
Well, then you'd be
snake.
immune to
number
that
one-
poison.
Number one thing. Zane is going to roll decently high to figure out how to turn it into a gaseous poison.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
more
will
than fair.
allow the help action from Quincy.
Yep.
Get some advantage, my man.
Now, question: what am I rolling exactly? Am I rolling my
Poisoner's
dex?
kit.
Poisoner's kid.
I-
At advantage.
I
Oh.
don't think he has one on his
If
sheet.
you
is the
poison me,
problem.
I'm punching you in the face.
I have it, but what do I have to roll? Poisoner.
Yeah, no, you
we
have
haven't
to
taken the time to add it on
you
the
have to
sheet.
choose the attribute.
Like, try this.
No, he doesn't have it on the
Just
sheet at
click
all.
it in
Oh,
tool
okay.
proficiency and custom skills.
Jack, hold on.
Like how I did that. I'm
Jack,
not actually
Shot
doing
it,
he
that.
doesn't have it on his sheet.
I'm keeping mostly quiet in this episode.
Poisoner's kits adds the item. Would this work? Aha.
Think
I hope
so,
not.
too.
Intelligence or wisdom, I think, depending on how you see it.
I would say it's intelligence.
I would say it's
As I
intelligent.
said,
'Cause
depends
it
on how you
seems
see
like
it.
it's
I
like
mean, I'm screwed either way because
mystery.
they're both a 0 modifier.
When you have
Yeah, but
proficiency,
you do get your
or no, it's not
proficiency
a
bonus.
0. It's like it's your proficiency.
What about proficiency bonus?
You
He
have
has
that.
a +3 for his poisoner's kit.
I'll give you guidance as well.
Yep.
Where you have your Lear proficiency, he'll right below it is your poisoner kit proficiency.
I'm looking for it. So where do I look exactly? I'm sorry.
Left-hand
Proficiency.
side under
Ah, there we
passive
go.
wisdom.
Sorry.
That's right.
I mean, I really didn't expect it as much, just saying.
You do not figure out how to turn it into a gas.
All right, we'll have to work on that more later.
You still have the poison readily available, though it's not like.
You could just dip your arrows in it.
Yes, you can.
Yeah,
you
we
can
could.
still do that.
Can I?
You just have.
I can't take the bolts out of the Dragon Slayer crossbow, can I?
No.
What do you mean take them out? Put them. Do you know how a crossbow works?
It's a special crossbow.
It's different. I'm not an idiot.
Oh.
Jack, that's why you
I'm pretty
asked.
sure a crossbow is like a warm.
It spawns its own arrows is the issue.
Ah, yeah, that. You could. Can you poison them before you shoot them? Like while they're in it?
No, you can't access them until they fire out.
Ah, yeah. I guess you wouldn't be able to poison them.
That's fine. It is a very overpowered weapon, and I understand exactly why he's making this ruling.
Yes.
I mean, unlimited ammo.
It would be extremely scary if I could load them with
Yeah.
poison.
Yeah, it would be.
Oh yeah, it would be terrifying.
I already gave Tim long range smites today. I don't also need to give you more power than you already have.
Wait, how does Tim get long range smites?
Face.
Hey, so quick question: who has my bag?
Who has your bag?
It's in the bag. Okay.
Oh, all right. Probably me.
Could be
Thank
any
you.
one of us.
I'm gonna head on out.
Okay.
You think I could get this armor painted red? Or something?
Later. We'll do that later.
Yep.
Maybe get like a tunic or something like a scarf.
Just quiet, please.
We'll worry about
Say-
appearances later.
I will say gold piece will get just about anyone any common clothes they're looking for.
Okay. I'm
I
ready.
believe so.
Did the EMP succeed?
I need.
Actually, do
Did
we
you
have
roll Tinker's
transport
tools?
sorted?
No, I did not yet.
Give me Tinker's tools to see if you can make the as big as you want it.
I will enhance ability again today because we're going to rest anyway.
Yep.
And I'll go for it.
Yep.
Oh, only 16.
Hey guys, question: do we have a mode of transportation sorted?
Do we? That's a good question.
I mean, we usually walk places. I guess we could try and get. I don't think these guys have cars.
I don't think these guys have
No.
cars.
And
either.
cars aren't common enough for us to just purchase them. I have the
I don't know if I
blueprints.
want.
I have the blueprints on how to build one later, but I can't
fair.
build one today.
Yes.
Alright, whatever.
just-
Never mind. I was thinking of like stealing a cart with horses or.
Well, you know what?
I
I
mean-
would say that
These
the
guys
whole-
probably have horse carriages at least.
Oh, do they?
I say if you guys want to hitch a ride, they're probably going to need some like carriages and stuff to carry
All the
everything they're
explosives.
planning to do.
Yeah.
Do they
There's
have
probably a couple of parts they're just sacrificing to get blown up. So
So did I just get a smaller EMP or did I fail
I'll
entirely?
be gone again.
more or less, you basically have that. You were able to replicate the EMP that you had before, but it's not as big as you wanted it to.
All right.
You could
That's fine,
probably
that's fine.
knock the power out of like a whole room or maybe a smaller building,
What if I
but certainly
target?
not the whole prison.
What if I target the power plant?
Well, that depends on which one you are, because every one of those pyramids was one of many stations,
Oh,
power
okay.
stations.
Huh. I wonder. Can I look up which one? No, the servers are fried. I can't look up which one powered. All right. Well, I mean, alarms are gonna go off, but who cares at this point?
Yeah. I mean,
The
we.
police are gonna take half a day at least to get out there. Even in a car, it'll take a few hours. We'll have time.
Oh, yeah, we'll have plenty of time.
It's not like we were trying to be all that stealthy in the first place.
Us? Stealth? Please. This is anything but stealth.
All right. So y'all hitch a ride.
Well,
in
I want to
the-
make. I want to do one quick thing because I want to try to implement this one quick thing. As I
Mhm.
come back in after getting a tank top, I'm gonna do this because I'm always gonna do this. Haha. You guys hear a boom. As I'm
You
coming
walk
back in.
through the false hallways.
Yeah,
Oh.
because I have to get through it every time, and I'm not gonna.
He
Tempest.
blows himself up. Give me a dick face.
I did 10.
You could just follow us, but
Yeah,
nah,
Tempest
I guess not.
just grabs
I
his
came
shoulder.
back on the.
Tempest just grabs your shoulder.
Okay,
Is like,
you guys.
What?
Guys, I'm talking about the time when I just left with you guys in the fucking area.
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, you weren't with him, so he blew himself up.
My God.
Cool.
7 damage. You will recover it after the long rest before you guys head out there.
Yeah, and as I
Wow.
enter, I'm going to say, you know, I'm never gonna remember that. And secondly, carrying around these things are fucking heavy sometimes. Can I get one of those bags?
Which one?
I mean, I really kind of need mine, but the one Tim took, I offered to the entire party if you want it. I'm not. You can talk to Tim about that.
Wait, you offered that? When did you offer that to the party?
When we
Like,
found
when did we
it,
get
you were
that?
kind of in your comatose state after, EV.
The second you say her name, his smile turns down and then right back to it. But who knew we got something so valuable? Well, that was quite nice of them to have on them. Well, your decisions on if you want it or not. I'm just gonna, as Mesky goes to lay down and throws.
I mean, like I said, mine is very useful for me because I carry a lot of
yeah.
Tim's doing with his.
Either way, I was just making conversation.
It's up to you, Tim.
I mean, I can. I haven't put a lot of stuff in there yet, so. Sure, you can have mine for now. What do you need it for?
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, it's not exactly easy to carry around my violin, my backpack,
Oh shit, dude, you could just put it in there.
my bedroll.
Dude, you could just put it in
I
there.
mean, he'll need his violin rapidly.
Yeah, so you could just put it in there, and I'll hand you the bag. I don't have anything in there too personal. Though
Kind of you.
Though I am thinking about putting my let's see, what was it? Where was it? Oh yeah, I put the dragon scales in there. So keep that in mind.
I just kind of like peer in it. Weird.
What? They were crapping up my bag, as well as my Rupert crows.
More that you have them. I'm not used to parts from things.
Oh, but it's completely normal the fact that I carry around vials and samples of creatures that we've been fighting.
I'm pretty sure I still have the rotting arm.
Zane, I don't
I
question
also have a
you for
tooth
you're
axe.
200 years old or something like that.
That and he seems kind of to be that type of person to prepare for situations like this.
Kind of have to.
I have a
Especially with this group.
tooth arm. I should get rid of this.
What?
All right.
How long has that been in there?
So,
Too long.
God, Jack does have a rotting arm, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yep.
I
I kind of
completely
forgot
forgot
about it
that.
until now.
I completely forgot you even
You
had
have
that.
bones.
It's just like
I
a
didn't
You have
bone.
bones
too.
with like some
Yeah, it's just
cartilage still on it.
Like, good God, could you imagine a smell of
some.
that now? Ugh.
The second I see the arm, is it the left or right arm?
I think it was a right arm, wasn't it?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm gonna call it the left arm just because I think it's funny.
Yeah.
Girls.
It's like I tore this off a guy I killed a long time ago, and I forgot
What?
about it. But
Get
for a
rid of
bit,
it
I was
now.
whacking people in the face with it.
Mesky's avoiding eye contact.
And I just remembered I had it. I
Again,
don't know what to do with it.
hopefully I only have to disappear one more time.
All right. Well, boys, are we ready for the insane jailbreak?
I
Did we
totally
get
forgot what
carriages?
the fuck I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah,
Am I
we're in
going
ca-
with Bon Voyage?
Everyone's
Going
going
with
together.
us.
We're going together.
Yeah, everyone's together.
The party is traveling together.
No
By the
one's
way, you
splitting
think you're
up.
adorable with that name, by the way.
I'll stick with that name. It's a nice nickname. Fuck you.
Tempest is
Okay, whatever. Let's go.
Tempest is just going with her normal name. Though he does think that Bon Voyage is kind of cute.
Because it's fucking awesome.
Okay, let's just go break these dragons out and
Yep.
be done with this place.
Yep.
All right. So all the carriages get ready. Do we want to go with this being a like nighttime or early morning explosion?
Night.
When did I set up the weakness in the guards?
I will allow you to decide that now.
Nighttime, I have no issues with.
Yeah, probably easier to stealth at night.
Yeah.
Nighttime it
The
is.
place is going to be blowing up. How are you going to be stealthy?
Well, we gotta plant
Before
the
the
bombs
blowing up.
first.
It's gonna be
No, we
harder for
got-
them to notice us from a distance.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'm going in axe blazing.
And I'm gonna say, as far as most of the explosives, that's gonna be the
Also,
boomers.
at night, most of the guards' senses will be dulled to a degree.
Yep.
The way I
Just-
understand the plan, you guys are breaking in to that main tower first to gain access to the prisoner facility. At that point, the boomers are going to start setting off their explosives throughout the upper levels of the building as the distraction. While
As
you
we
guys,
go
Get
get
the
dragons.
prisoners.
Yep.
yes,
We're not worried about the prisoners. The boomers are releasing the prisoners. We're releasing the dragon.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
is that a good idea?
Yes.
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 Because that is kind of what we need to do in order for the pet dragon to be a pet dragon.
if you guys want a pet dragon, you got to release a bunch of other dragons.
Haha.
We are really fucking up this world.
Hey,
Yes, we are.
genocide is never
Andy.
good. Serve some freedom. Also, Zaraka fucked with me and I'm killing them.
Yep.
Yeah. By the way, if you guys Jack, if you were at all worried about the absolute destruction of this world, this is a major power station for all of right now. So yeah,
Yep.
you guys gave the boomers enough money to blow it to smithereens.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're not gonna recover
Water
from this
storage.
for a while.
Water.
Hell yeah.
Who's riding the front of the carriage?
I need to
Not
just
me.
take a step back after this. What the fuck?
They shouldn't
Not
have
even
powered
doing
their city with dragons.
I mean, it's kind of stupid when you think about it.
Guys, can we please stop arguing the moral implications of this and actually just get the job done?
I mean, it's already
Question
happening.
well,
It doesn't
that's
matter the
question
moral
well.
implications. You guys
Yeah,
are
no,
fucked up.
the boomers are blowing it up either way.
Yeah, this is happening whether you like it or not. Yeah, it's done. You know? So
I mean, it's,
Being done. Let's
the
go.
power station is useful without the dragons.
don't know that.
Okay, so
All right. The carriages will probably a decent ways away from the place. They will stop, and they'll kind of go over the plan with you guys one more time. Give you you guys will discuss the time window that you all need for the other, and they set off in their own way to try and like sneakily get the bombs into the place,
Mm-hmm.
and they give you whatever explosives you need to get into that main tower. The only thing they don't have to offer is a way for you to climb the tower.
I guess we just have to dig our hands into the wall.
That
What
what level
or
are we? The level 8?
yeah.
Damn it. Damn it. So close. One more level. Okay.
I'll fly up and let a rope down.
Yeah. Something like that.
Say acrobatics or athletics at advantage. You guys have more than enough help from each other.
Yeah.
As long as nobody fucks it up completely, you won't have to retry.
Yeah.
If you roll in
let's-
that one, you explode.
Did you say athletics or acrobatics?
You hit the
Yes,
bottom
carry it,
back
take it
first
a
with a
lot,
bag
right?
full of
Athletics
explosives
or
and they go off.
acrobatics?
Yeah.
Yes, either
Yeah,
or.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I need Zane, I need Tim, I need Galadin.
Galadin
There's Tim.
doesn't have to be rolled by you, man. I'm still on a phone here. I have to do the shopping again this week, which has pissed me off. So
Oh. Tim. Ooh, natural 20. Galadin, you saved Tim as he was slipping because he was not doing very good on that roll.
Tim, how many times have we talked about this? Stop fucking up.
Dude, I'm not an expert climber. So excuse me.
I'm an
Do
expert
you want me to
climber.
drop
None
you?
of us have a climbing speed.
Do you want me to drop you, Tim?
If you drop me, I'm taking you with me.
Wait a minute.
Guys,
I'm helping
focus
you.
a little bit.
Focus, stop arguing at the top of a 60-foot tower. And
Zane, you here?
I think Zane may not be with us. I will roll acrobatics for him. I don't. Okay, that's interesting. He has proficiency in athletics. That is a good thing.
Thank God we had advantage.
Damn.
Diggity damn, bro. Anyways.
Oh, diggity damn.
Quinn, are you going to attempt to wear the power armor through this, or just all on your lonesome?
That's a difficult decision.
Yes.
That's
When you say
22%.
power armor, I just
How
think
to drain just normal use?
Normal use, practically nothing at all. It seems to namely drain when you use its functions.
I'll wear
you
the
just-
armor.
All right.
when
Yeah,
you say
we might
power
need
armor,
it.
I just think of like yellow, like power armor from Fallout.
I mean, basically, if you look in the Discord chats, I posted a little icon for a representation of what it looks like.
And what is in important images?
Yeah. Yeah, there's the green
It looks a
slayers,
bit
the yellow
different,
slayers.
actually. Wait, why did you post the green and black Slayer armor?
Just
Because you've seen both the green and the black dragon slayer.
let's go.
When have we seen
Let's
the
get
green
moving.
Slayer?
In the forest.
We're going.
Huh.
Anyways,
Jack
the
just
guys
has
are on top
memory
of the tower.
problems.
Jack, you need to
One
stop
too many hits to
asking
the head.
these questions.
How are we opening up the massive shutters?
Does anyone have a crowbar?
How are the shutters held in? Yes, actually.
You do?
Yeah, I'm a criminal.
All right. Hand me. Tempest will take. Mind handing me that crowbar.
Track it at him.
Thank you. As I
Don't.
gonna try to open this up with a crowbar.
A crowbar, yes.
Athletics with advantage.
Athletics with advantage.
Yes,
Alrighty. Here we go.
since you have a tool and everything.
18.
You get a dent in the shutters, but not basically enough you can put your hand in there.
I'm still gonna keep at it.
You want me to give it a go?
No,
Hey,
I got it. I got
Mesky.
it.
Alright.
I'm gonna
During
go.
this time, I'll keep a look. DM. During this time, I'll keep a lookout.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
still gonna try to get it
I'll
open
just-
with the crowbar.
I'm just gonna actions.
Uh,
I do things. I've been doing things up to this point.
Shut up, Jack, please.
21.
Quinn, go ahead.
Yeah, could you
Oh
roll
my.
perception for me?
I rolled a 21 on the try to opening up the shutters with a crowbar.
You managed to make your hole a little bigger. You could kind of shove your arm through there.
All right.
Mesky, do you want to teleport two of us inside so we could probably open that?
I
from
don't
there.
know if there's a way to open this. Actually, can I look in to see if there's a button or anything that I can
There
touch?
Well, there has to be a way for it
have-
to open.
Definitely a
because
way for
this
it
is
to
how-
open.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking
This is
for.
how the dragon got out.
Yeah,
Is it-
that's
Is this made out of wood by any chance?
no, it's made of
Okay.
It
metal.
is not made of wood.
Anyways,
Okay.
I'm
Did
Do you
I
think
gonna.
roll
my
my
axe could
perception
cut
roll,
through
dude?
it with, the acid and shit?
DM, did I roll my perception
Uh,
roll?
Yes, you got an 11.
Fuck.
You don't have very good eyesight of everything at 60 feet in the air.
How? I have 120 feet of dark vision.
Uh,
How do I fail?
DM, I'm
Oh,
gonna
wait,
look to
my glasses are
see.
still on.
I'm gonna look to see if I can find some type of release to open up the shutters, since we have a big enough opening to look around, kinda.
From where you are,
I
From
think I
where
could
you
just
are, I would
cut it
say
open
no.
with my axe. The acid and
I'm sorry,
shit.
what? I couldn't hear you over Jack.
Over Jack's good idea. Yeah. You didn't see a release lever.
What was that, Derek? I was ignoring you.
Why would there be a release lever
You
on
know
the
how my
outside of a
axe can
prison?
make
Not the
shit?
outside, the inside of the shutter. I was looking in to see how this thing would open up.
I think maybe I could just, cut
Jack, just cut off.
cut away.
I
Okay,
mean,
okay, I'll do
we
that.
could, but I'm trying to make as little noise as possible.
Noise isn't gonna
Your
matter in a minute.
explosions
And
happening
also, the
around-
only real threat up here is the dragon itself, and he'll probably let
Also,
us.
we're surrounded by explosions.
Fair
Not
There's
enough.
yet.
noise all around us.
Fair enough.
Explosions have not gone off yet, but you know they're gonna go off
Hurry
soon.
up.
Alright, fair
Do I
Hurry
enough.
have an
up, cut
advantage?
Just cut it.
All right,
As I hand the crowbar back
Jack.
to Galden.
Galadin.
all right. Jack, you cut open a good couple person hole in the shutters. The axe just melts through it like butter, practically.
Maybe I should just, try to carve just a big hole. Just
Yeah.
like lightsaber it
Well,
with the axe.
That's
That's
pretty
what I
much what you
imagine
just
you
did.
That's pretty much what you did.
I thought I just kind of swung it through. Just
I
like a
mean, that
scythe.
would not make a person-sized hole. That would make an axe-sized hole.
Sorry about that. I had to use the bathroom.
All good.
That's
That's
okay.
fine.
Jack made a hole in the shutters of the tower.
Ah,
As soon as you guys look down, there is one initial problem.
big dragon.
The only person that can. No, not the dragon. The fact it's almost 120 feet down.
I'll be fine.
The guy who could fly will be fine. Shocking.
Yeah, no.
Do we
Here, give me a minute. I'll see if I can elect some assist. And try and Gordon.
I could try to climb down, but I don't really think that's a good idea.
No, it's not a good
No,
idea.
really.
You head on down, and I mean, you don't even have to get that far before you can notice the the warden kind of pacing around the room slowly, just kind of seems to be kind of mumbling.
Hell, are you
He doesn't
doing?
have a human form.
Yeah. Are you doing all right?
As soon as you speak, he draws his attention. Ah, not what I expected you to come from. He kind of looks up the hole.
Yeah. If you could help the rest down, that'd be great. And if you could get that open, because we're going to soon be, destroying most of the prison, so your children are gonna need a way out.
Opening the shutters will be difficult, but I.
What was that?
But he can do it.
All right. Rue's still talking, I think.
Oh God, again, rude. Oh God, he's still talking.
Yep, he probably is. Or was.
There we go.
sword.
Hey.
I'm gonna
Haha. It's going
Alright,
to be
sir, you
difficult,
finished off.
but
He says, it is going to be difficult, but I can manage. I shall aid your friends in coming down. And he kind of,
Yep.
Spider
Well,
monkey.
you can do that.
yeah, you guys watch a massive yellow dragon climb his way up the tunnel as his head kind of pokes up where the opening is.
Oh, Jesus Christ, as I'm smiling on the floor now.
Yeah. I'm gonna go again.
Tempest
Last
just kind of waves at the
Okay.
dragon, like a hello.
Yep. And he kind of looks to you all as he goes, a few of you should be able to fit on my head, and this should be relatively quickly.
I'm pretty sure most of us are still outside.
I
Oh,
He
there's
mean,
the-
climbed
all-
up the shaft to where you
that's
are and is
exactly
talking to you
what
through
we're
the hole.
doing.
all right. I can carry at least one person on me, so that's at least two. Jack, if you were to carry
Just
the
get on.
yeah, I'm
He's
getting
carrying you down.
on. Yeah, I'm getting on. I'm getting on.
What are you guys talking about? You don't have to carry anyone.
I'm carrying. Anyways, I'm going down.
He takes at least two trips getting all of you down safely, and by the time he lands, you guys kind of feel the ground start to shake as some of the lights in the building flicker.
Yep, it's beginning.
And
Well,
we
starting.
begun. All right, get those shutters open. We're gonna go for your children.
Yep.
And we begin rushing.
Yep.
And the yellow dragon begins. He first he comes over to the large set of metal doors. I shall assist in opening this first. As yes.
That does remind me, we didn't catch a name.
My name. I suppose most of the people in this time have just referred to me as Warden.
Yeah, but is there like a name that you would specifically want to go by, or?
Dragons do not have names.
That's fair.
And he sort of climbs up the middle door slightly and puts a lot of effort into it, but manages to open the metal shutters that lock him in his cell. As soon as he cracks that open, there are no on the upper and upper floors are exploding.
Going down.
Yep.
As soon as you come in, you do immediately see what almost looks like glass, but can't possibly be because there are dragons trying to shove their way through it and not passing through. Well, not smashing through. As there appear to be many young yellow dragons in these various containment cells, or in which, on occasion, sparks of lightning seem to get sapped out from them and into the walls. And
Does it electronically charged? Whatever's keeping them in.
Yes, they seem to still have power.
Okay.
I would say you would find a little computer console next to every one of the cells.
I'm gonna take
Alright.
one of them, and have no idea what the
It's
hell
gonna
I'm
be
doing.
a gift.
No.
You guys defend me, I'll start
Yep.
letting them out.
Yep. How big is the
Alright.
walkway?
Is dragon sized, so you are fine.
I will begin one by one letting them out. Or if I can find a way to let multiple out at a time, I'd do that.
Give me investigation.
How many
Guidance.
doors are there?
Dozens.
Dozens.
Sorry, no
And
advantage.
we're trying to do this quick.
16.
I'll use knock 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
No, 3 times.
Okay. How large does it say it works?
What?
Choose an object that you see within
Yeah,
range.
he can release one
Okay,
at a
so-
time, but he's gonna release 3 immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. 3 of the doors open up.
No.
As I just like walk
These 3
past.
dragons.
Wait, what? Okay.
The 3 dragons literally slam their way out of their cells. And they all look at you and start hissing, baring their fangs,
I
and charging
speak in
electricity.
Draconic. I advise you leave, otherwise you're gonna be stuck here forever.
That is that way in Draconic, I say.
And I just point that direction. Don't bother fighting. In Draconic.
Point up.
They very cautiously look over you guys, but kind of very slowly back away towards, basically towards the main tunnel, and kind of dash their way over to where the warden's area is.
Doesn't this?
All right, I will start releasing. 16
I will
investigation check probably didn't get me an easy way for all of them.
16 does not give you a way to like rapidly do it, but I will say that it seems like a simple enough process. You can start showing the other party members how to do it.
All right, I'll do that.
Yeah.
If I get any sort of tools of thieves' tools, I can use it just fine.
So
It's a
could
computer
I.
console, not exactly a lock.
I wouldn't know.
That as well, though.
Yeah, I'll start, helping out as soon as I figure it out. Like,
All right. I say bare minimum, it takes you guys a decent while going through every single one, and about halfway through, down from the sea, a lot bigger.
Okay, and I'm going to use almost all of my spells now.
yep, we're running
I'm
out of
gonna
time
use
here.
3 more knocks
Mhm.
with my 3rd level spell slots.
All right. By this point, the lights start flickering so bad that they flicker off, and bright red emergency lighting comes on as
Yeah.
How far are we done on?
I would say you're about 2/3 of the way through the process.
Damn it.
Keep going.
Yeah, I start to pick up the pace because
Quinn.
I know we're on a time limit.
Quinn, go ahead and give me another investigation roll.
Come on. I gotta succeed eventually. Can someone give me the help action?
Yeah,
I give you Bardic Inspiration.
Tempest will help, despite
take-
him not knowing not much.
I'll use it all. Big bet.
Yep. That is more
25.
than enough that you managed to figure out how to do just practically without even looking at the screen. You just memorize the buttons, just dashing over to the next one. Yeah, sweetheart. Thank you. And just as you start hearing an explosion blow up the ceiling above you, caving down, rubble down almost on top of you guys, you start making your way down, back down to the lowest floor where the warden is at.
That's all of them?
Yep, you managed to get them all.
Alright.
Let's get the hell out of here.
We'll
There's
rush that way.
And as soon as you reach the doorway, you realize there's a literal swarm of fairly angry young yellow dragons, all just kind of running and bouncing around this one room.
And this is where I as I go up there and open up the gate.
You don't know how to open the gate.
How dare you? I take Quinn up there. Immediately.
Quinn doesn't know how to open the gate either.
He's going to find out.
The dragon said he'd do it, but I guess we're running out of time. Can you cast knock one more time by any chance?
Can I use a 4th level slot?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then yes.
Fucking do it. We gotta get out of here.
Then I use knock again.
Knock 3 times.
As I just knock on the door. As I
Knock on
teleport
the
up there.
shutters.
Yeah, I knock on it
Knock,
as I teleport up there.
knocking on prison's
So this is
door.
the way I'm imagining it. Mesky teleports up to the top of the tower, knocks on the shutters, and all of a sudden the yellow dragon, boom, busts its head through it, kind of looking around confused, seeing you, Mesky. It's like, did you help me?
I just knocked.
It's a
enough.
magic thing.
As it lets out this kind of draconic call down to the other yellow dragons, and they just, like a fucking start barrel. The warden flies off, and you hear just hordes of giths either screaming or exploding as they start crying out, the dragons escaped!
I think they got bigger problems.
Problems.
Well, that happened.
Alarms, sirens, bells, all sorts of havoc going on. And even over all of that, you can hear the boomers. End up on the news.
Yes,
Baba
you're
boy, Baba
going
boy.
to. Well, actually, the news will be turned off, but I don't want to
Mhm.
tell them that.
They're
Baba
gonna
boy,
be able
Baba
to see
boy.
this.
I'm not gonna tell them that.
Fluoragno has to have backup power of some sort. There's no way.
Now it's only time to
They put
head
their-
over and find where I left my sister.
There's no way they put literally all their eggs in this one basket.
Yeah,
They did.
they probably did, but I highly doubt. I mean, come on, there would have to be an emergency power, right?
Well,
For how many people?
That's actually a good point. It probably would only go to like the high district, to be fully honest.
Say for simplicity's sake, Isabella and Lily were left up on the roof of the tower.
Well,
Lily,
I figured.
same thing.
I
Isabella's
will
smoking,
full
very
or
annoyed
ruts.
that she didn't get to blow stuff up.
hey, we didn't do a whole lot of blowing up. That was the people down there.
Yeah, we were just kind of here.
The yellow dragon shall climb up on the tower. Well, the yellow dragon will fly on. He'll basically say, "All of you, hop on," as he
Yep.
kind of offers his back to you.
Yep.
All right, let's get out of here.
I'm
As he
gonna
goes ahead and
hold on to my sister as I'm sure she's frightened as fuck.
Alright, what's happened now?
We're
about
getting
to
on
leave.
the dragon.
I think your sister. I think you need
What did
your
I
sister
miss?
ain't gonna be scared.
We released all the dragons and blew up the citadel.
Cool.
Okay.
And now we're basically getting on the
Sure, so I
dragon
just
that
missed
we're-
everything this session.
Yeah, pretty much.
By the way, good dragons, not evil dragons.
Yeah, I figured.
I don't know.
relatively
They're
speaking.
natural dragons.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying natural dragons aren't inherently evil. They're neutral. They really usually don't give a shit about humanity. They just
No.
exist.
Not within D&D.
Oh,
they're
okay,
chaotic
I'm
creatures.
going off of lore of dragons in
Actually, they're
general.
evil creatures.
Sorry.
D&D chromatics
dragon-
are chaotic, usually evil, and then metallics are
Chrome.
lawful, usually good, or at least good.
I fear metallic dragons more than other dragons, by the way.
Yes.
Well,
Truly.
you're currently
the most
riding on
dangerous.
a metallic dragon, so
Hold
Yeah, I
on.
know. I'm uncomfortable as shit.
All
You say
right.
that, but what
Well,
about a commoner
where
riding
are
one?
we going, guys?
I have no
yeah, the
idea.
yellow dragon will ask that.
What,
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's gonna be like never-ending story we're riding on Falcor?
Can we get an image
Kind
of
of.
the
Yes.
The
Can we get an
Falcor
image of the
Embassy.
world, please?
I'm not the only one that's experiencing that clicking, right?
What
That's
clicking?
that's probably me eating my bowl of food. Sorry.
No, it's something else.
So here's the
Rotten.
next question. We have all the yellow dragon equipment from Rubra.
All except for the way to
Yeah,
recharge.
I know what I meant. We need the black dragon equipment from Mavo.
And we need the
and
green.
we need the green equipment from Golkiri, as well as the blue equipment from Blue Rayum. And technically, we need the red equipment from Rubra, but we're not doing that till the very end.
Oh yeah,
Very end.
that one was guaranteed to be the last.
So which way do we want to go?
So our choice are those
Mavo.
three.
Mavo.
I would like to go to the forest.
No, we need. Don't we need
I think
to drop off the two chicks though?
Yeah, we
You
kind
know,
of do.
the two sisters.
You
Well,
also
my
have a
sister's
dragon to ride on too.
yeah.
I know we want to get as far away
Let's
from
go to black.
Regno.
No, not Blu-ray. Not now.
I
Trust
mean,
me.
definitely
not now.
No, I wasn't considering it. I'm just considering black or green.
All right.
Black. I say black. We gotta
I
drop in our
say
proes
green,
anyway.
but I guess I'll just be quiet.
I say
Sorry,
green.
just
Jack, you're going to be the decision maker. Black or green?
I blinked out for a moment. What are we going on about?
I mean, I'm
Black or
alright
green?
to drop Mesky's sister off somewhere.
Hey, what about your sister?
She'll be fine.
Most can
Because
blow
you
people up for
literally
fun.
have no problem with her just.
I like
okay,
whoever's
don't
messing with the
Isabella-
map, by the way.
She would kick my ass if I tried to leave her out of it.
Yeah,
I
don't
mean,
think
I
we
wouldn't
really have
mind
a
another pair of
choice.
hands going through what we go through.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if
So
she
it'd be about around
wants
a week.
to get off at any point, I'm not going to stop her. But if she wants to stay, I'm also not going to stop her.
Look, I think we need to drop off the sister, and since we're going to Proes to do that, we might as well go to Necrophos and try to sort that business out.
What are you all doing?
You guys seriously need to
It's like
stop
a
this.
retard with fucking GPS.
Exactly.
All right. Proceeds?
Yeah, I
Ask-
guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are we all in agreement?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
we're gonna need a little bit of
Resting.
rest. We will. I think honestly, we can stop at Proes, drop stuff off, rest. We have a dragon now, so travel's not that much of an issue.
Yeah.
I think we should skip after a little bit of downtime at Proes. We should skip to the green. Go for the green instead,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
fighting these self.
Yeah, because green would be the
And that might
easiest.
be honestly more difficult than dealing with the Fae.
Yeah. Okay, so
What? Black.
I do agree with that. So we go to here, possibly stop by here, and go to here, right?
Why would we stop by there?
I don't know. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
We'd only stop by Necrophos if we want to fight the Black Dragon Slayer.
Do we think we could? I don't think we can take them on. So we'll probably just go to the green.
Yeah,
Back to black.
that's exactly my point. I don't think we're ready yet to take him on.
To blue.
Yeah, well,
And to red. In that
Blue's
order?
gonna take a while. Blue is going. Guys, I'm gonna tell you this now. It's gonna take a while to get to blue, get through blue,
Oh, yeah.
and all of that.
Also, with the knowledge
Yes.
that Kara might be in Mavcello, I kind of want to go there anyway.
Yeah.
So let's go. Let's go.
Turns out she's.
The mountains to Proes.
Yeah. Hey guys. Turns out, your other sister is one of the victims of Choyo?
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid. Or Mavo. That's honestly.
The warden will turn to you guys and go, "Unfortunately, you will not survive me flying. I will have to run."
That's fine by me.
Well, that's fine.
As long as you're faster than us, fine.
Almost certainly. As he leaps off the tower and just starts sprinting in the direction
Here we
you
go!
walk if he didn't have scale to hold on to.
Holding my sister down on the fucking dragon as much as I can.
Give
I'm in
us a
the-
warning.
and-
next
I'm in.
time.
I sit in the
He
saddle.
did! As I yell out.
Oh wait, that does remind me. How do I charge this armor?
As soon as you sit down in the saddle, the armor has a prompt that says "charge armor."
That's what I thought.
Yes or no?
All right.
He's the charger.
Wait. This
He's the
dragon is
charger.
literally the
The
charger.
dragon is the charger.
So I literally got us 3 stones with 1.
Why do you find that funny?
I got us literally 3 stones. I got us literally 3 birds with 1 stone. That's what I meant to say.
The citadel.
Yeah, so we got that item as
Tim.
well.
I like the idea that you killed 3 stones with 1 bird. I like it much more.
I could do. I mean, that would be hilarious.
3 stones with 1 bird.
All
Ta
right.
loco.
Yeah, I guess that's where we're headed.
Yep.
I will
All right.
begin sitting down and charging the armor as we go.
I'm just holding on somewhere, just in the back, just like.
By the way, Johnny, I just figured something out.
Tempest is enjoying this, to be perfectly honest.
Johnny, can you hear me?
Yeah,
I
we
can
can
hear you
hear you.
All right.
Yeah.
I just realized you're a sneaky bastard. I finally realized, maybe I'm just stupid, that you color coded the names of these places because of the Dragon Slayers, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did
Was
you
that
only
really
just catch
sneaky?
on?
I mean, yeah,
Yeah, I caught
Did you
that
only
on.
just
No,
catch
um,
on?
that wasn't.
Oh my god.
I
I mean,
caught
Oh,
it.
Jack
wow.
just
Yeah.
okay.
Dude!
You're fine. You're fine, Jack. Just
Guys,
realized that
I
too.
literally caught onto that literally as soon as we got introduced to the first one. The black one.
Yes, that's not.
I mean, I'm glad you guys did, but for me, I was so paying attention to the story and realizing, oh shit, dragons and oh this, that, and third. I never put 2 and 2 together and made fish. I was just
Guys-
enjoying the ride, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's,
know.
Yeah.
it's actually so much worse than that because all of these places are literally just red land, yellow land, black land, green land, and blue land in
I know.
different languages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Can
that's
you
What
imagine?
language is
It was like, oh, that's actually a
Valkyrie?
coincidence. That's actually a good thing. Thanks, brother. Thanks for letting me know. I would have died laughing.
Valkyrie was Japanese.
Japanese?
yeah, that was Japanese.
It's not exact
Really?
translation.
It's not exact, obviously.
Floregno is Esperanto, Rubra was Latin, Marcello is Greek, and Plurium is French.
Question: how much of Malcalvo have I traveled?
Marcello.
Not
Have
bad.
you
Before I met up
traveled?
the group.
Honestly, you probably could have ran Arvo and avoided the mercenaries for weeks.
Just in a circle around the city.
I mean, basically, Mavo is pretty big. Not as big as Floregno,
I
but
probably did that like 2 years, like 2 years total. Not in the same
I mean,
years.
it
but,
doesn't
like,
matter that much because Mavo's in the ruins.
I mean,
no.
We should
well,
do
actually,
something
it's been
about
a while.
that.
It's been a while, so it might be back, kinda.
All right.
do better.
So, boys, quiet down. I'm gonna set the scene for you. We're gonna do some shit. All right.
Never-ending story.
Basically, the warden literally uses his wings to kind of like protect you guys from some of the wind resistance, but it's not perfect.
No, like I literally think we're riding on a dragon Falcor. But go on,
Good.
brother.
The dragon is running and running incredibly fast. When you're watching your power bar just fairly rapidly fill back up until you guys hear this god-awful shrieking noise bellow out through the sky as storm clouds fill the air.
Oh fuck.
Many of the yellow dragons that escaped all of a sudden start swarming around this one area. As a particularly large yellow dragon descends from the sky and lands right in front of the warden, who screeches to a stop through the sand as you guys basically get stopped just outside of Pacomero.
Oh, it's one of those.
And stood in front of you is the yellow dragon overlord.
Yeah.
Yep, shit.
Oh boy, I knew that was too easy.
Yep, there's
He
the
looks down
complication.
upon you all, speaking in Draconic, so the majority of you understand him. Except for
Is it
Jack.
Galadin?
Jack and
What?
Paladin don't understand him.
What am I exception of?
You don't speak Draconic.
That is true. I speak Dwarven.
Good.
He
I
doesn't
know.
have that.
Which is fucking funny.
Herm and
because Jack
Skirm and Irvin.
What was that, Rue?
There was a session where everyone met dwarves and only spoke Dwarvish, but you weren't in the session, so they couldn't translate.
God damn it.
Amazing. Anyway, passed aside, the yellow dragon stands over you all as he goes, "Your extermination is mine."
Alright.
Look, we're in the middle of something
is that in
important.
Draconic?
Can we, like... Oh, wait, no, that's in Draconic. What?
So I don't speak Draconic.
At what point in my charging of the armor does this occur?
It cuts off at 66%.
God
The
damn
devil's
it.
number.
You motherfucker.
The devil's number.
Well,
It's not,
2/3 of the
okay.
devil's number. And that's where we're going to end the session, boys.
Bit early, don't you think?
That's just pissing me off now.
Oh, don't worry. There's something that'll make you all happy. Congratulations. You guys are at the end of Act 3. You gain your level.
Oh, level up.
Okay,
Oh,
so
leveled up.
I get to completely revamp my spell list at least. Yay. At the
So-
cost of not being
Okay.
here the entire
I'm
session.
gonna
see.
hit my
Guess what? I have
hit points
expertise
dice.
on all tool checks. I wish I had this earlier when I was trying to build things.
I wish
Is
I
that a
would-
12?
What am I into?
You
That
got
is a
12.
That means I have 100 and...
Congratulations. Uh,
I have
reroll
105 hit
ones.
points.
Fuck.
I have 105 hit points. What? Alright.
I get 70 hit points after this. Where was it?
That's just silly.
And next week, boys, you have the honor of having your first Overlord fight.
Are
But
we
some
fighting
of
the
us
Black
don't have
Dragon
what?
Slayer?
No, we're fighting the Yellow Dragon Overlord.
Wait, are the
Oh.
Overlords the things that got released by the Red
Yes.
Dragon King?
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
awesome.
Uh-huh.
So let's
You're a jerk,
kick that
brother.
motherfucker's ass.
Oh, that's right.
And
Yeah.
I knew something was gonna happen at the end of the session. Everything was going way too smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
There was
the
no
issue
just
now
not getting
is
thrown out the fucking window. Through
There
sheer
are a
luck
lot
of
of issues
roll.
right now.
I hate
Right,
that
so I get to
want
add
this
spells.
but,
One, and...
I don't like making this decision now that we're in a fucking fight that I kind of want a better spell for it, but God damn it, I hate facing dragons.
Right.
Yep. Well, guess what I just got, boys? Eldritch Smite.
Oh god, no.
Nice.
What
Oh
does
god,
that do?
yes.
I mean, Mesky, if you
Okay,
wanted
so
to...
you know the Paladin Smite?
level.
Yeah.
That
Fucking
into
Oh, but
force
for
damage.
magicians?
Mesky, if you wanted to switch out one of your old spells for a new one, you can do that as well on level up.
Yeah,
I know, but I like my
that's
old
what I'm
spells.
doing. I'm
That's the
completely
issue.
revamping my spell list.
Well, congrats, but I actually have spells I kind of want to keep.
Okay, get rid of the ones you don't want to keep.
There
kinda
are none
difficult.
I don't want to keep.
Yeah, when you have a
It's
lot of
kinda
good
hard,
abilities back to back, it's really hard to decide.
The fuck you want me to get rid of? Healing word?
Yeah, it's actually
No,
pretty
please
useful.
keep that. Please keep that.
Yeah, then shut it up.
Okay.
I'm not telling you how to do things.
And my point is, I don't have spells to get rid of.
I get nothing and
I think I'm gonna go on 5e tools just to see what the fuck do I
Oh,
have
now
available
I
to me.
finally get 3rd level spells. Thank God I can now get rid of curses.
Oh yeah, I think that's also a thing.
I can now
Wait,
get...
but do you realize you're cursed?
Yeah, you don't know you're cursed yet.
I think I get something really stupid at this level.
9th level revised ranger.
Yeah, classes,
Oh, I now get 9
ranger.
HP if I have the average. Okay, that's not
Huh?
too bad.
You gain 3rd level spell slots, so you can start using 3rd level spells.
Oh yeah.
That can get kind of freaky.
Oh
If
yeah.
you don't fix your, I'm gonna stab you.
What?
Is it me or him?
No, it's
You.
Tempest. When he was talking,
Yeah, Tempest, yeah.
it literally was like you went from being fine in terms of your voice to like sounding like you were choking on a Rice Krispie treat and then speaking directly into the mic.
Yeah, I think I might have to replace my headset.
Nah, really.
Yeah, bro. You do not get an ability at this level, but you do now have 2 3rd level spell slots. You learn 1 new spell, but you are also welcome to switch out spells if you want.
I'm trying to look.
Yeah,
I'm on range. I'm on Ranger
I know
Revised.
how I gain things.
Mhm.
I'm just more annoyed that
So-
the one spell I wanted is fucking useless at this point.
So Johnny, where do I go again? Because I'm on the thing for
Um,
revised.
You'll want to go to your ranger spell list and look at any of them level 1 through 3.
Where the fuck do I look? I'm retarded.
You go to the spellcasting section, and on there is a link to the ranger spell list.
Well, I'm on Ranger Revised, but where the fuck is the spellcasting list?
No, it's not a list of spellcasting. You go to where you have your ability for spellcasting. It explains like spell slots, the spells you
sorry.
use, etc.
I just don't see the little text that says Ranger spell list.
Blue text.
All right, so I don't gain anything at the gate, but let me fix. So my spell slots now I have what? 2 level 3 spell slots?
Alright.
Yes.
I've upgraded my health. I'll probably do my spell list later, so I'm going to end the live stream on my end. So might as well do that now.
Have a
Hey,
good
Red
night,
Charm
everybody.
person. I never use it.
Night, everyone.